Warning, the following podcast has extremely high levels of Kenny Bolin. Studies have shown that excessive exposure to Kenny Bolin may have damaging effects to your physical and mental well-being. Viewer discretion is advised. No, seriously, we mean it. There will be naughty words, lots of them, probably. Now you've been warned. This warning sponsored by the Story Time with Dutch Mantel.
Good old Dutch Mantel getting another plug on the show. Oh, do I not have the? There we go. We got to show what day of the week it is, for crying out loud. Sitting here in magenta light because it is easy on my eyes. Back on Streamyard tonight after we did the test recording. Let me adjust the screen to where we can. There we go. So where we can see where to donate and all that good stuff. Thanks for the turnout for the YouTube only stream last night. Which, when I say YouTube only, it was broadcast directly from YouTube, which I don't know if I've ever done that before. And so it was set up to be a test recording, but it turned out to be actually a decently successful show. So we ended up staying right at about an hour, maybe a little bit over. And back in here tonight for our regular Friday night show. Gave the co-host an extra 15 minutes, 17 minutes now to get in here tonight, but nowhere to be seen. Might be doing it by myself again tonight. Not sure. Y'all tell me what y'all want to talk about. Billy Sellers is the only one that's left a comment so far. I know we're a touch late. I took my diuretics today because I had not took them in a few days, several days. And I lost 16 pounds today. Yeah, well, number one, I didn't have the offset lighting. Number two, it was a much bigger screen. And number three, it's a direct feed from YouTube. You're not going through a streaming service. I don't know how much that has to do with it or not, but I thought it looked a lot clearer on my end. But the only negative thing is the way we see it as of now. The only way to broadcast from a desktop is to go by myself. I think there's ways to do it on your phone, which I don't like how that looks. I think there's ways to do it on your phone that you can add guests and maybe some graphics or two. But, you know, we need to honor our sponsors. We need to honor ways to have you all be able to see how to donate for those of y'all that bothered to do that. And, but yeah, the show yesterday, speaking of donating, Iceman, he does have lots of good ideas, though. None of them have panned out, but lots of good ideas. Everybody's a genius behind the scenes, aren't they? So, let's see. I mean, we can talk a little baseball tonight. If Bob and Coltrane show up, we will do some football picks. I'm pretty sure that Bob's Dungeons and Dragons nights are Thursdays, I think. And I don't know what they saw of the show last night. Bob might think I'm doing YouTube again. I have no idea. Michigan Mike's here. What was the longest you were ever away from your home? Like, how long was your longest road trip and where did you go? Okay, I don't know that I've ever been asked that question before. Well, recently was the Evansville trip, and I was there for a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that was just a 3 or 4 day trip. I might have got there on a Thursday night. No, we got there on Friday. Because that was I met Nick Searcy from Justified. He was sitting on a park bench by himself, and no one recognized him. No one knew who he was. No one had approached him. And he had on a DX hat. And I kept looking at him going, like, I know who this guy is, because he didn't look exactly the way he did from Justified, because he'd grown out a beard, had the DX hat on, which he did not do on Justified. He did wear a ball cap on Justified every now and then. So I keep sitting there looking at him, and I'm on one bench on this big giant sidewalk in front of the facility. And I'm on the one side of the sidewalk waiting on my son to park the car and then and to bring our stuff in. And then there's Nick Searcy sitting over there all by himself. And I don't know who the fuck he is. I just know he looks a lot like Nick Searcy. But it's trying to hit me as to who he looks like. And then, you know, you guys know me. I'll ask anybody anything, anywhere, anytime, any place. I didn't think twice about it. I said, hey, pardon me, sir. He looks over at me and he's, yeah. I said, has anyone ever told you that you look like, what's his character name? Shit. Now I'm blanking out on it. Art Mullen from Justified. And I said, have you ever seen the show? He says, only the ones I'm in, and then takes his hat off. I said, oh, holy shit. So I'm just dumbfounded that it was really him. And I'm the biggest fan of the show Justified that ever was. And I know this is staggering off of the question, what is the longest road trip? Recently, the 3 days to Evansville. And I took my dogs with me because I needed to have my doggies. Jazzy Jana's in the house with her wrench, I might add. She gets a different color than what everybody else gets, I guess, because she's the only person with a wrench. She gets to take out the wear. Have you ever took anybody out, Jazzy Jana? Has it ever been done? Paul RJ from no, I'm not going to watch the Vince documentary. I'm not going to give it 30 seconds of time. And then when I found out it's a 6-part series, I definitely ain't giving it no time. And then I read the reviews, and all the reviews says that nothing new's been revealed. That other documentaries have revealed the same shit. Let me see if Bob and Coltrane. Coltrane says I'll be there in a bit. Bob, are you coming, or do you need another hour? So we'll see if Bob shows up or not. Maybe they thought I needed some alone time with you guys after the YouTube show last night. But no, and previous to that, most of my trips, I mean, I went to New England in 2004 when me and Mike Mondo and my son went up there to work his first ever shows either. I think that was 2004. And it was after 9/11 because we were all hesitant to go. And we had to cancel out on Six Flags shows here. So they had agreed to pay me $550 a show, which was more than I was getting at Six Flags. Six Flags, I was averaging about $350 a show. And so they're going to pay me $550 a show. Plus they were going to pay Chris $350 a show to do his first ever shows. And they were paying Mike Mondo $350 a show, which he didn't get anything for Six Flags and our other shows because he was contracted WWE talent. I got a supplemental check from WWE, but was not considered contracted WWE talent. I just got a supplemental check for helping develop the bad guys and doing the announcing on the TV shows when I did that at that time. I don't think I was the full-time announcer yet at that time. I think Cornette was still doing that. As a matter of fact, the supplemental check came in, even back at the old building, they gave me, Jason Lee, and a couple of other people supplemental checks because they felt we were valuable to the company for what we did. Whenever Jason, I don't know why Jason needed an extra half hour to get in here. And Bob, we normally do the shows at 10:05 on Fridays. I don't, maybe he's got something coming up. Who knows? Who the fuck knows? But if Bob doesn't show up, then I don't guess we're doing any college and NFL picks because he's the one that has all that shit. So we'll just make shit up. We'll just make shit up. But yeah, that New England trip, I think lasted like 4 days. Jason Wolfie Sanderson flew us up there and everything. Treated us like kings. We got VIP transportation to all the shows, 3 meals a day, very nice hotel that we got to stay in. Bob just woke up. I can already tell that. And, but I just woke up. Basically, I woke up at 9:45, realizing I was supposed to do a show at 10:05. So that's why I had to delay the show. I still have not let the dogs out since 7 o'clock, 6:30, something like that. So we'll get them taken care of later. I don't know when our contract with Streamyard runs out. We think we may have found a backup plan. Bob, have you looked much into the backup plan? And by the way, you two showed up simultaneously. It's like y'all made
yeah, it's because we've been like plotting against you.
Been colluding for
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. I think y'all got pissed because I got all the glory. I got all the limelight. I got all the shine over on YouTube last night.
Yeah,
You guys were restricted from a special Thursday night show. No access, no way to get in. The doors were locked. The cage was down. There wasn't any way to get in. And I didn't see either one of you comment on the show.
It's like a very special blossom.
Well, Bob, I think, does Dungeons and Dungeons on Thursdays, right?
Yes.
Because all the dragons are dead. I looked into that. There aren't any left. So it's got to be Dungeons.
Well, they're all hiding in the dungeons.
Well, yeah, that's where they're all at, I guess. Yeah. Jazzy
Yeah,
Janice
so,
is all here. Yeah.
we have a couple of alternatives. I think I found two of them
Is
that
Billy ruining is North Carolina playing Oregon tonight? Because they are. Billy's in trouble.
I think maybe that's a prediction.
Okay,
know,
he can predict who is the Friday night game. He better not have ruined my.
It better not be. So let me look at this.
God damn you, Billy Sellers, you non-selling son of a.
NCAA football
William
scores.
Sellers.
Michigan State and Oregon is playing as we speak.
Michigan State is playing the Duckies.
The Duckies.
All right, we'll save that one for me. The Duckies should easily handle that one. But,
and then UNLV is playing.
I might have placed a bet on that
as we speak right now.
You might have placed a bet on it. I might have peed today, and I took diuretics.
Well, sometimes I'll do it a week in advance just to keep the odds good. So
well, I don't have the luxury of peeing a week in advance. I don't get to do that.
That's a little freaky.
Well, Billy,
I don't know about that.
Billy, apparently you didn't ruin anything because that's not the game that's playing. The Ducks are playing Michigan State right now. I don't know anything about it. The Ducks should easily handle that, but
currently we got Houston, TCU, UNLV, Syracuse, Michigan State, Oregon.
TCU should actually easily handle that. Houston, I don't know what the fuck's happened to them, but they suck. What's the other game?
Let's see, UNLV, Syracuse.
UNLV's playing decent ball. They're top 25 now, right?
Yeah, they tied
and Syracuse has played some okay ball, but I would, regardless where that game is played, I'd probably be leaning on UNLV in that one.
Is A&M playing tonight?
And they are a top 20. I doubt the Hurricanes are playing tonight.
Let's see.
There's no way the Hurricanes are playing tonight.
No, I think
I know about
I got to
that.
put the schedule together real quick. And
is Missouri and A&M tomorrow, or is that tonight?
That would sound like a tomorrow game. That would be a
rare. I would think so. Yeah.
I watched the show on Netflix. I didn't know much about what all was all about. Play tonight. I did not know that you announced for WWF. Well, I didn't really announce for WWF. I appeared on a few of their shows.
WWF adjacent.
Yeah, I was, but no, WWF paid me supplemental money. WWE, by the time they started paying me, to train the bad guys for the WWE and to be the announcer for OVW TV. They knew I was having some medical issues back then, and Danny appealed to them to get me some supplemental money, so I could continue to do the shows. And plus, I was selling the advertising, so I was making good money, but I didn't want to do their shit for free. Everybody else is getting paid, and my job was as important, if not more important, than theirs. So, but I did have the luxury of showing up when I wanted. If bell time was 7:05, if you get here by 7, that'd be nice. And 98% of the time, I was there on time. And there's a couple of times I walked in during the dark match. I never walked in during the post the start of the show, but we always had a dark match to fine tune everything before every show, and all wrestling companies do that, to my knowledge, including WWE. But there was 2 times I walked in and sat at the desk during dark matches, and Dean was they don't. You have the luxury to get here at 7 o'clock. The rest of us got to be here at 5. And you still cannot get here before the bell rings for the dark match, as it's a struggle sometimes. That's when my son told me it might be time to resign. He said,
I'll get up to be late. I'll get up early to be late for shit sometimes.
I don't do that. Now, I never dreamed I was going to need an alarm tonight, but I did not sleep very well last night. I got 8 hours, but it was in 3 stages. And so I needed a couple more hours sleep tonight. So I laid down with the dogs, and they were all very happy to do that around 6:30 or 7. And thought I'd be easily awake by 9 o'clock, but I was not. I look over and the clock says 9:45, and think, fuck, I got 20 minutes to get up, feed the dogs, let the dogs out. And I still haven't let the dogs out. I'm just going to let them tell me if they. Okay, I thought he was standing by the door, but that's not it. Because if he's standing by the door, he's got to go. So if y'all notice that, let me know, and I'll need to kick out for about 5 or 10 minutes. And let
it looks very romantic over there.
Yeah, it is very romantic. I'm sure you wish you were here.
I know I do.
Like Becky Adcock, my Louisville Gardens dream girl. And is Becky here? Is Becky typing from the bedroom? I don't know. Let's hope not. 7,500 Filipino girls ain't gonna like that shit if Becky's in there typing me from her bedroom. They're not gonna like that. Bob, did you get the screenshot of the Filipino that had never heard my show before? And she says, "Oh my God, your voice, you sound like DJ." I said, "Well, we need to let DJ Eric know that he's no longer. It's DJ Bolin.
You DJ KB.
As a matter of fact, DJ KB, I like that. I didn't even come up with that. See, Bob, every now and then he does good shit. Every now and then.
Every now and then. Not real often, but every once in a while.
No, let's not put too much on you. DJ KB, but here's the part where I come in. This is where I enhance the show. DJ KB and the Funky Bunch. That should be the new name of the show. Maybe that's the new show instead of Bolin with Bob.
You can
Why
be
don't
funky,
we do DJ KB?
And I'll be the bunch.
I'll be the funky.
Or you can just be the bunch of funky if you want.
As a matter of fact, I sent out some videos today.
I'll be in friends.
I sent out some videos today of a Chinese girl that is an amazing dancer to the song "Play That Funky Music, White Boy." I don't know if I sent it to you guys or not. That girl can fucking, and she's mainly a swing dancer.
Yeah,
she's known for her swing dancing.
Oh, God damn.
But she's got 3 or 4 videos out there to where you didn't invite my ass, so I invited your ass.
No, she says she was parked in the back.
Oh, she's parked in the back. Oh, I didn't see her parked in the back. You got to park out front where I parked to be known.
In the back where the guys went in.
Yeah. The back is
she
when
went in the back.
The back is when the women don't want to be seen coming into the king's apartment here. They park out front, then they're bold. They don't care. They don't care that the 4 cops that live near here see. They don't care the neighbors see. Hey, I'm one of the king's women, and I'm just walking right in the goddamn front door. But Becky Adcock felt, and maybe she's got 8 or 10 other boyfriends. She didn't want to know she was here.
Or
so she parked in the back, hoping that I would park in the back, but I didn't know. I didn't park in the back. I'd like that parking. Never. See, we ran the warning for such a reason. Because I'm DJ KP and the Funky Bunch.
Ooh, she is in her bed. Nice.
Yes, I'm in my bed. I know you are, baby. You just always laying there dreaming. I don't blame you one bit. Now, Rebecca, she was the closest thing to Farrah Fawcett we had at the Louisville Garden. She had the Farrah hair, body from hell. She was also a little underage when I first met her, and I didn't know that. I was dating Lisa Mudd at the time. I was probably 17, and Lisa was 16. Sandy Mudd, I think, was 17, and Becky was like, how old were you when you showed up at Louisville Gardens? Were you 14 or 15?
Oh,
maybe 16. She looked well beyond her years, and every girl in the Louisville Gardens knew they were 2nd or 3rd place to Becky Adcock.
Damn.
And all the wrestlers had a fit over, and most of them didn't bother to ask her age. Right? Some WWE superstars that have been on this show, when you saw Becky in the room, we won't mention any names. We don't know what happened. We don't know what happened behind closed doors, other than what
rumor and innuendo. We don't pay attention.
Who are superstars that were in Memphis at the time?
Louisville. I do that were in the WWE. That were the greatest. Never mind. No, a WWF or WWE for the Okay. All right. Call me silly. Let's see here. Looks like Honey Rose. Honey Rose is one of the people we're trying to help tonight. Honey Rose needs some money for transportation to her college classes and food. And I think we're looking to raise her about 1,200 pesos, 1,300 give or take. That's about, what is that, Bob? About $25
roughly. And
that will be a big, big help to her. Let's see. She's complaining that she doesn't have Instagram. She wanted to watch the video of the Chinese girl dancing that played that funky music, but she says her phone will not download Instagram, and that's where I found the video at. Jasmine says she will be watching the show a little bit later. She is also just waking up, and she said she has not been sleeping good lately. Jasmine, we're going to try and raise about another $25 for her to help her. Because we just paid for a bunch of stuff, getting her books, dorm fees, but now she has to go to some on-site place, which is a separate dorm fee, and it's only $600 or $700 pesos. It's like, I know, it's like $15 for the dorm for 30 days, but it's a separate location that they just got. They're calling it an observation location. I don't know exactly what they're doing, but all the students are expected.
Like a Stalag.
don't it now? And observation location, and it's got a dorm, and they're expected to study there for 30 days, and it's on another island. And I think the overall cost is not dramatic. It's $25 or $30 for the dorm, transportation to get them there, and probably a little food money wouldn't help her. So we're looking in the neighborhood of $30-$35 for Jasmine, about $25 for Honey Rose. I got Eunice's Philahealth thing taken care of. We got Ruby May taken care of. What was the other one? Oh, Rosilda, I think that's how you pronounce her name. She's the one that's got the 3 kids and her husband left her. She said she could desperately use 25 kilograms of rice. She says they don't have much food left. We got their electric paid. I told them I didn't want them going without electric with 3 kids. And we just got them a phone. We got them an innocent phone. She hasn't had a phone in 3 years. And you can't get any work if you ain't got no phone. And but she said she could really use some help with 25 kilograms of rice, which she said is about 1,700 pesos. So again, that's roughly $34, $35. And I told her that'd probably be the max we could do this time, because we've done a lot of other help, but I would like to have the security of them having 50 pounds of rice in the house.
I mean, food obviously is
of course. Yeah. And she's got 3 kids. They're all small. And even the kids send me little audio messages thanking me when they have food, because sometimes they go 2 or 3 days without food because they're too shy to ask for any food, and they think some miracle is going to happen. And well, unfortunately, God does not come through in the Philippines all that often, or any other place. So there we go. Got that shit in. Let's see. We have the Boogeyman looking to come on in the near future. We're looking to do Mark Henry on March 10th or 11th, and Mr. Kennedy is wanting to come on here and do a political show. So we don't get many requests for that from wrestlers. So we're looking
at religion, politics, and religion.
And I did reach out to Rene Dupree. He had put out some videos that he wanted me to get in touch with him. I did. He accepted my friend request from where I'd blocked him, but he hadn't wrote me back yet. Claims he's sending me messages, but I don't know where he's sending them because I ain't getting them. So I wrote him on Facebook and said, "Hey, Rene, you accepted my friend request, and I'm writing your inbox. That's all I can do. Now you have to contact me. Go to your inbox. You have my phone numbers, and we will talk like men and then see what we can come up with." So if anyone out there wants to reach out to Renee, maybe Broke Ass Barkley or whoever. Broke Ass was over on the show last night. People asked him, did he donate?
Oh, well, no.
Yeah, no.
The picture was really sharp last night. That is one of the things that the YouTube direct.
Oh, I've been looking at messages and not, but yeah, it's a little different. And of course, I'm by myself. There's no graphics. There's no filters or what the fuck ever. I mean,
Streamyard's like 780, isn't it?
No, they're on 720 because there's no such thing as 780. But I'll educate you.
You'll just invent that.
1080, 720. Goddammit.
The ghost says he will ask Renee, but yeah, tell Renee he accepted my friend request, so he knows I'm lurking and about. And but he has to write my inbox and let me know what it is he wants to do. Renee was too entertained by your lighting up the
lighting up the troll.
Well, that was apparently his problem, but that's what I had a problem with. So let's see here. So
you should tell Renee it's good for him to block them, because then they got to go create a new account.
Because then they got to create a new account. Another subscriber. That's how we built our mighty program over here. Yeah. And I also thought maybe StreamYard filtered our people from getting notifications or whatever. So I thought if I did it directly from YouTube, and I didn't send any links out to anybody. I didn't post anything on Facebook or Twitter or anything. It was just I clicked live, and that's what we did. And we peaked at like 30 or 40 live viewers. And then when I looked after the show, I think it was well over 100, 130 views or something. The last time I looked, it does not count the live views, however many that was. So I'm assuming around 200 people saw it, which is terrible when you got nearly 5,000 subscribers and 12,000 on Facebook and 12,000 on Twitter. It's terrible. Something is fucking up. That's why I wanted Bob to create the new show. What was because we might abandon Bolin with Bolin and go with DJ KB
DG
and his
so
funky.
now I have the channel already. You know, when I used to do the thing with Terry,
Yeah.
we were just on Blog Talk Radio back in the day. We really weren't doing that.
I never liked Blog Talk Radio. I was on it 1,000 times, and I never liked
quality. Always was really sucky and stuff.
Audio
it did allow call-ins, which was kind of cool.
Yeah, it did do that.
Feature.
It did do that.
But I've got a lot of those audio things, and I've uploaded maybe 10 or 11 of those shows to a YouTube channel. So I've got one already set up.
How many subscribers does it have?
Oh, maybe 10. No, I don't know. I haven't looked.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if we might be better if we just started fresh and clean to where there's no predetermined algorithm.
I thought about that.
Now, if Bob has 1,000 subscribers, then immediately people go, not that. Because we got 1,000 real quick over here when I started this new channel. I mean, that's how different the algorithm.
Personal channel, I have 3 subscribers.
Yeah.
And then,
well, don't brag, goddamn it.
Yeah, Wrestling World Domination channel has 274 subscribers.
Yeah, see, I got a secondary channel here that I never use, and I don't even know why. I made it to do R-rated shows, and it's only got 320, 330 subscribers if it's got that many. And but we made it to exclusively to do R-rated shows. But if you have 2 channels, they kind of link your channels together in the algorithm. And if you get banned from one channel, if you go to the other, they get real pissed about that. And will ban you on that channel too if they realize that's what you're doing.
How connected are they to Instagram and Facebook? I'm wondering if that ties in. Like
I've got like 1,200 followers on Instagram, and I've never broadcast live over there. We put links to the show over there. And so,
they're all owned by the same company, though, right?
Yeah, they're all owned by man, and so is that other thing that was supposed to rival Twitter, and I don't think it has.
Oh, it was like Threads or something like that.
Yeah, Threads, and I'm on there, but I don't get anything over there either.
Me too. I get a bunch of
I get a lot of Asian women that are horny and want to have sex. And,
me too.
I get that in my Twitter a lot.
I'm pretty sure that's them. Now, I don't get as much of that on Twitter as I used to because I've blocked the goddamn many of them. People saying Kenny's blocking hot Asian women. Yeah, if you believe the woman that's writing you is hot and wants to have sex with you, then okay, you're a Trump supporter.
It's happened.
No, it has never happened. Other than the 7,500 here that write me and want to have sex with me, but it doesn't happen. None of them wrote me on Twitter. None. Well, let me see, and I already know where this answer.
You're a bad boy.
Do we have any donations? We'll see. I'm not holding my breath, but we'll see. See if we got any face. Oh, I forgot it's dark in here in Face ID. We have Q-Link Wireless says my monthly service has been re-upped. I have that on my iPhone.
Sweet.
Revolut wants me to sign to an agreement. Cash App statements. Naughty Nicole has issued a $20 challenge over on the Venmo. So $20 challenge from Naughty Nicole. We appreciate that. And Cash App is just sending me my September statement. So we only have technically the one donation. I did get another donation, but this was from an old high school friend of mine named Angie Spees. And if there was a God, I'd have God bless her because she has gone through 2 major hurricanes. She lives up here. She's my old high school girlfriend for a brief period of time back around 78 or 79. And she looked like a porcelain doll. She was just very pale, very beautiful. The longest dark hair. Now she has very white hair, but she still looks about the same. And if I'm 64, she's probably 63 because I was about a year older than everybody in high school. I was stupid. No, I didn't start school until I was 7, damn near 8 when I started school. But Angie Spees is just the sweetest human being that ever lived. And she was at my 40th high school reunion. So we kind of reconnected there, met her husband. He seems to be a pretty good guy, even though he's a Florida guy. He is not a Trumper. I was concerned when I knew where he lived and he was old and white. I was very concerned about that. But no, she says they're definitely not Trumpers. And she wrote me and knew that I'd been in the hospital recently and lost my job and everything. And she said, here's $50 to do with what you want. So we'll see how the donations go tonight. And she said, make that a $50 challenge. So we have 50 from her. She said, do with that what you want. I just want to be of some help. And she's down there cleaning out her house floor. She said she had 8 inches of water on her floor, and they're living upstairs as they themselves clean the place because there's nobody to hire to do it. They've scared away any migrants that might want to come and do any work. So any help that would be there is not there because they're terrified in Florida to get money from anybody. Hey, work with me. And so she's down there doing all this work. She's about my age. Choco! Jesus fucking Christ. Come here. Choco.
Maybe the boogeyman's coming at your door.
It's actually my upstairs neighbor.
You want to go out.
Hey. No, she wants to go bite somebody.
Well, that's maybe
she's
so angry that she can't go out. She wants to go.
Yeah, it could be. Well, that's actually my upstairs neighbor. I don't know where he's going. Maybe to meet somebody for a late dinner or something. I don't know.
Maybe some various activities.
So we have the $20 challenge from Nicole, $50 donation from Angie Spee. She says, "Do with that what you will," and what I do with that will heavily determine on how the show does tonight. And we had some donations last night. I think we actually made. We had $25 from Michigan Mike that came in last night. We had a $30 from the Tea Maker, and we had $30. God, forgive me for forgetting where it came from. Tea Maker, Michigan Mike, and someone else Jazzy Jana donated 25 last night, and then we had a couple of $10 donations, and that was on the solo show. So I said, "Hey man, you made it worth the while to come over here and do the test show," and I told Angie I wanted to plug her. It's definitely an algorithm. Okay, here we go. We got the scientific breakdown. There's clowns out there. Well, I know. Yeah, I've seen the clowns. I mean, I see these shitty shows with horrible sound, horrible video, horrible everything. And they're talking about making sub sandwiches or something. They're talking about how to clean your stove or what the fuck ever. And they got just unbelievable viewership. And
how many of it's bought though?
Well, they say it's harder to do that these days, and that it doesn't matter much. Like Cornette went from 100,000 subscribers to 300,000 in no time, and that was when he found out how Conrad had built up their numbers through him and Pritchard. And Cornette used to bitch and call him out all the time. Yeah, they bought all their goddamn subscribers. Well, Jimmy did the same thing. Well, maybe Jimmy didn't.
I know how it works because
maybe Jimmy didn't physically do it. God knows that didn't happen. But somebody over there, you don't go from 100,000 subscribers. I mean, I could reveal the biggest amount of dirt on Jimmy or whoever, and have it be something you guys just cannot believe, never dreamed happened, and I had fucking proof of it, and I still ain't gonna go up 200,000 subscribers. That ain't gonna happen to her. Well, guess it worked for her. Well, I haven't never said it. I've still not seen the video. Don't know what the girl looks like. I have no idea. I've almost taken great pride in not knowing who that is or what she looks like. But I hear about it every day. Somebody refers to it on some TV show, news shows, comedians, but no one ever shows the girl or what the video is. So unless I actually, I'm not going to go look for it because I don't give a shit. But I bet you two know who it is and what the video is.
Oh, I just now saw the video like probably 3 days ago, but I've seen the girl a lot, and I've never seen the actual beginning was.
How old is the girl? It sounds like something that real young.
She's of age. I think she's 22 or something like that.
She's of the age. All right.
Yeah, because she was somewhere in I think it was like Nashville on the bar strip or whatever.
Yeah, Rebecca says
she's inebriated.
My door, let me in. Well, I mean, if you not,
she essentially looks like if Miley Cyrus wasn't rich.
I already don't like it.
Yeah, yeah, with a really twangy country voice.
Miley Cyrus rich does nothing for me, and the country. But there's some girls that can do the country voice, and I think it's cute. There's other girls do it, and it just never mind.
No, hers is extremely twangy.
Gonna get more trouble than I can get out of.
Gonna give that hawk to her.
Okay,
it's worse than that, man.
Okay. All right. We've got money. We have a $10 donation. Paul RJ says gift. Paul RJ from Australia. That probably cost him $80 to send that. Thank you, Paul RJ. We appreciate it. So So we have $30 in the house tonight, plus 50 from my friend Angie Speed, who actually sent that like 2 or 3 days ago. But I did tell her I wanted to get that out on the show, and but she's dealing with a shitload of her own problems. She said she stays in Louisville all year, and in October 1st she goes back home, knowing that a hurricane had hit her place. People are sending her videos. Their boat on the previous hurricane back, I think in 2014, whenever it was, Andrew or whatever the big one was that hit the Gulf Coast of Florida. Their boat got washed out to sea and then came back and was fucked all to hell. She said water was up to the second floor. She said, "Oh, this one was easy." I told her how bad I felt for her with all the work she's got to do. And Miley sounds like Marge shot. And but Marge shot that bad. But Marge. Marge never had a singing career that I know of. She was a big Hitler fan, though. But yeah, Marge.
He had great ideas. He just went too far with them.
$16.35 to send $10. Well, there we go. And and we do have another donation. I forgot. He sent it earlier today. Let me go back. I don't want to shit on him. He's got that famous name, Bob. Do you remember this guy from the UK that donates?
Robert Palmer.
Robert Palmer donated $12.34.
Sweet.
It's always.
He and I have actually been having a conversation on Twitter.
Have you? I didn't even know he was on Twitter.
Yeah, he's got an old tabletop baseball game, one of those dice baseball games. Although this one doesn't use dice, but it's one that I had a copy of back in the 80s.
Oh yeah.
So he was asking me about it, and we've had a little bit of conversation about baseball because he doesn't understand the sport.
He doesn't understand it. Well, there's a lot of Americans that don't. So
I've been giving him.
What a game last night, and whether you're a Mets fan or not, and I was rooting for Milwaukee because they're our division, So if the Reds don't do it, but believe it or not, even though you're taught to hate the St. Louis Cardinals, and I've loved their failures lately. I try to root for the division. If we don't get it, and then I'm also a Cubs fan, so if we don't do it, I hope the Cubs do. And the Cubs are in the thick of it right to the end, and they kind of fell apart. And of course, the Diamondbacks finished with the same record as the Mets and the Braves, but the Diamondbacks got to stay home due to the tiebreaker. But they all finished with 89 wins. The season ends, and Arizona had 89 wins. And the Bret Hart. The Mets, I combined Mets and Braves and came up with Bretts. The Mets and the Braves had 88 wins, but they needed to make up not one game, but 2 games. They had 2 games ringed out in Atlanta. So if necessary, those games were going to be played. So if the Mets and Braves split, Mets and Braves go to the playoffs. And everybody kept saying, well, they should come up with a gentleman's agreement to fuck Arizona. Maybe that happened. I don't know, because the Mets got shut out in game 2. But if the Atlanta sweeps the doubleheader, D-backs are in, Mets are out.
Yeah, the split was the only way that
split's the only way Arizona gets fucked. And guess what happened? It was a split. So all 3 teams end up with 89 wins. And so I don't like that. You won the same fucking amount. I don't like the tiebreaker shit.
No, I don't either.
Yeah, come up with another way.
They should play a game of banana ball.
I also despise the 3-game playoff series. Any fucking dumb. The hell, the Reds could have got in 1-2. The Reds beat all the good teams. We had a winning record over Atlanta. Had a winning record over several of the good teams, and I think we won 4 of the last 6 against Texas. People might be saying that ain't that big a deal this year. But we swept them last year during the World Series year. So any team can get fucking lucky for 2 or 3 games. Yeah. And if you only got to win 2 out of 3, now the hard part is to go on the road and win those. And it used to be you would play 2, and when they had these 3-game series, you would play 2 in your home ballpark. And if it got forced to a third, you would go on the road. And people didn't like that because the deciding game was being decided by the team that didn't have the home field advantage. Right. So apparently a couple of years ago, they made it 3 games, all of them at the team deemed with the higher seed. So you can get in the playoffs, and your team might never see a home
game. Yeah.
That's us. So I think the minimum is a 5-game series. Shorten the fucking regular season, which is way too goddamn long anyway. Well, it'll fuck with the records. Well, the records.
Well, they expanded the season. They didn't have no problem doing that.
Didn't have any problem doing that.
It was 157, wasn't it? Before
originally, it was 100. I think there was at one time. I think it was as low as 136 or something. Then it was 154. Then it went to 162. And I'm for a 100-game season. 100 games.
Well, then there's spring training, which is what, 30?
And then 100-game playoffs.
Yeah.
And then let's have 100 game. Yeah, well, that frees us up to have 60-something playoff games.
Exactly. Everybody makes the playoffs, and you just get eliminated. Like that NBA tournament that they have in the.
Well, they claim that's what the regular season is. The regular season is a tournament to determine whether
to advance to the tournament.
It's just a long fucking tournament, and no one. But I think the players need more time off. I think 162 games is way too fucking long. Let's do 100. Let's do 120 game season.
They're trying to add an 18th NFL game, which is just.
Oh no, we don't need that.
And they did reduce the preseason from 4 to 3. Do you remember the preseason used to be 6? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember at least being 5 plus the Hall of Fame game,
charging you the same fucking price.
Yeah,
and it was a 6-game NFL preseason season.
And you were lucky if the starters played a quarter.
I say do like college. Maybe give them one tune-up game. Determine in practice who's going to make the fucking team or not. And if you're going through the season and certain players, you got a practice squad. Well, if somebody ain't cutting the gravy, then fucking get rid of them. Bring somebody up, just like in baseball. Pete Alonso hadn't done jack shit in 30 days. Hits a 3-run homer in the 9th last night to win it. Hadn't done shit in a month. They would have traded him during the playoff game. He was doing so bad. Now he's a fucking hero. Hadn't done shit.
Just in time for free agency.
Just in time for free agency. They say they can't.
How that works.
Well, there's breaking news. Francona's the Reds manager. God, how would I ever know that? Being a Reds fan.
That's a good hire, I think.
I call that a lateral hire. I'm not overly enthused. Who's the last team Francona managed? Because I don't even remember.
The Houston Guacamoles of the men's softball league.
They weren't that good. Then there used to be 2 All-Star games. Nope.
Yes.
Call that.
Way back in the old day.
Well, okay, let me verify. Not in my lifetime.
Back during the Double-A years.
Yeah. So when do they have 2 All-Star games?
Abner.
Bob's way older than me, as y'all.
Yeah, they used to have one.
Bob, when did they have 2 All-Star games?
I'm a baseball historian, right? Back in the teens, they had like an All-Star game at the start of the middle of the season. Then they had one toward the end of the season.
Really?
Like a postseason All-Star.
Sounds stupid.
Well, it's because all the teams went barnstorming after the season was over because that's the only way they could make any money. The players were all broke anyway. They all
either
had to do that or go back.
Most players had jobs during the off season.
Yeah,
up into the 70s, a lot of players had jobs in the off season. That's hard to believe. And I remember when Reggie Jackson made it to $100,000 a year, that he was making about the same money as the president. People were hot about that. And that was in the early 70s. And Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, I had way back in the 20s, Babe Ruth made more than the president. And they said, that's outrageous. And Babe said, I had a better year than the president.
Yeah. I had a better year than the president. I hit more homers. I stole more bases. And I pitched more innings. I mean, fuck. If the president can do that, then bring his ass out here. One way to look at it. Let's see here.
Actually, I hope that they hired Terry Francona and not Tito Francona.
No, they hired Terry. I've seen the graphics, and Chris Schmidt's all over that shit. So
and plus Tito being dead.
Let's see. Well, I'll give a dead guy a shot.
Yeah, why not? He last managed the Cleveland Indian Guardians. For 10 years, 2013 to 2023, 11 years. Actually.
Well, it's looking a little rough in here tonight.
Are we going to do picks and go home?
It's looking a little rough. Did I mention my Q-Link Wireless? See, if you don't make at least one phone call and one text on Q-Link Wireless, you lose your service. And I got that in at the buzzer because on this phone, I had not made any calls. So I had to call my landline and answer my own call to extend my service. Talk about cheating. Speaking of cheating, what did y'all think before we get into the picks? Iceman, it is time. We're in desperate need of some help over here tonight. We got a couple of young ladies trying to do the right thing, get their college degrees. We need some help. Iceman, can you do so? You told me once, King, if you guys are ever struggling over here, you let me know, man, and I'm in there with you. Sweet. I'm
struggling right along with you, King.
They're all sweet. They're all sweet. Yeah, I guess so. Iceman, can you do something? I don't remember the last time you donated. Don't brag about your $3 badge. I don't want to hear it. We're thinking of raising all the badges to $100. Over on the new show.
See the subscriptions.
DJ KB and his Funky Bunch. And then y'all are going to be expected to dance at the beginning of every show, by the way. I forgot to drop that.
Everybody dance now.
You have to do like the Funkadactyls.
I'll do it. I mean, I'll dance with you. I mean, I ain't shy. I'm not the average Filipino. I'm not shy. Speaking of average Filipino, I haven't heard from Jelly Bean in a few days.
I have not either.
You haven't heard from her either? I mean, might be busy farming and planting and picking corn.
I mean, I asked her about that thing that we talked about.
Yeah, I did too.
But I've not heard back.
Well, I've also asked for verification from the people that made the accusation, and that has not come forward yet either. Yeah. And I've already told him, I said, it's a lie. I said, but I'm begging him to prove me wrong because it's going to free up a few dollars over here if it's true.
Yeah.
So, let's see. But that's what he told him to get out of helping them. Well, I send X amount. So we'll see how it plays out. I said, if he provides the proof, cool. It'd be the only fucking time he ever told the truth, but there we go. What did y'all think of the bomb drop of Trump? They called it bomb drops. Of course, Republicans are shitting all over it. Oh my God, how dare they do this 35 days before the election? When did Trump order Comey to do the investigation on Hillary? Does anybody remember how close to the election it was?
Trump couldn't have ordered Comey to do that because Trump wasn't president at the time.
Who was?
But it was
somebody
Obama.
Ordered Comey to do it. Obama ordered Comey to investigate Clinton.
The investigation had started long before the announcement was made.
Well, how the fuck did Comey do something that Obama didn't approve?
Well,
to investigate Hillary Clinton.
Obama approved the investigation because there was this, like the email server thing was the big problem
that Trump asked them to look into. He asked the Russians to look into it.
Yeah, to release to hacker and release all the emails.
What year did Trump win? 2020?
The 2016 election.
2016.
And
what in 2016 is when they ordered the investigation?
Yes, before Trump won the election. He didn't become actual president until 2017.
Well, way to shit on my fucking story because I wanted to blame Trump.
Well, you can.
Well, it is his fault because he's the one that asked the Russians to find the emails, and then glory hallelujah, a day or two later they found them.
Comey did announce that there was something, and it turned out to be a big
week
nothing
before the election. Okay,
yeah,
that makes it even better because a Democrat ordered an investigation on a Democrat. Good luck getting a fucking Republican to do that. So that makes it even better. Obama ordered an investigation a week before the election.
No. The investigation was ordered a long time before that. It was Comey's choice to make the announcement of.
Trump fired every fucking attorney general he had that wouldn't do what he told him to do. You mean tell me Obama could say, "Well, fuck you, man, you're fired, and we'll put somebody else in"?
He could have, but Obama didn't work that way.
He didn't.
Right.
He had it in for Hillary Clinton's what he did.
Yeah, he wanted Trump.
Fucking Obama don't like white women. That's what I've discovered.
Oh, he wanted Jimmy Carter to not be the worst president ever.
Obama came by Coltrane's house for dinner. Saw he had a white wife and left. That was cold. There's no need for that.
His mama was white.
Unlike people like that. All right. Let's see.
Yeah, we had our first black president who was only half black, and now we have our first half black president running for. It's like we're never going to get a full black person.
It's like we're going to ease them in first.
Who's actually a full white person and who's actually a full black person? Unless you're a native. And
sure
and
Trump
even the
before
ones that were
white.
originally here are the Native American Indians, and they're not considered white. So.
I mean, Trump's as German as they come.
TC from the NC has donated $10 over on the Venmo. Thank you, TC. And so we got people out there trying. Jay Walker has donated $10 tonight. Note from Jay Walker. Hoping for the missing goldfish. Excuse seeing as the tortoise has been. We told people that your goldfish escaped, and that's why you hadn't been on lately. That it followed the turtle and the cat.
Well, we found it.
The goldfish climbed out of its tank, crossed 2 interstates, ended up about 36 miles away in a glass of water.
And we found
that had cat food in it. They didn't have fish food. They gave the fish cat food. So that was nice. So I'm glad you got your goldfish back.
All our critters are intact.
Yeah. Has your snake gotten out yet? And I ain't talking about the one that you give your. Never mind.
Oh, never mind.
In that case,
no.
That one ain't got out either.
I had one in the chamber.
The snake is safe, is what it is. It's a filthy show over here. It's a filthy show.
Still
might explain a lot of things. Let's see. So yeah, we got a little bit more money in there, and like I said, we're mainly trying to help Jasmine with a little money for her school needs. Honey Rose, who's the sweetest kid in the world, a little money to help her out, and Rose needs 25 kilograms of rice. Rosilla, whatever. She's got the 3 kids. Husband just bailed on her. Something like that. Right. So we could use a few more of those $10 donations, and that would be a help. No one's donated in here in forever, and I told you, guys, those things are a huge help to us at the end of the month. So if we could get if we can get 3 or 4 more $10 donations in here, I'd be happy with that. That'll get us in the ballpark of where we need to be. And all right, let's get to it. I guess we've covered about all we need to cover tonight. What are we doing first? College or NFL? Let's do college.
College.
Get it out of there.
Last week in the college.
Times are tough over here. The King's drinking off-brand cola. You know times are tough.
The shit that just says cola.
Hard times. You know, some people got the hard times. I had to drink the generic cola. That's how hard times.
Hard times. If you're Dusty Rhodes and you on TBS Studios drinking Diet Sam's Cola in a silver can, it's hard time. Now you Coltrane, living the high life over there, pull that drink up to your lips one more time. I want to see it. That's what I thought. Name brand Canada Dry. I can't afford that.
Not even. But how un-American are you? They don't have American Dry.
Not even drinking American soda.
I don't even think Schweppes is American.
Our Art Gels family, I haven't heard much from lately because I told them times were tough, and some of the families
forget it. Then can't send us money. Forget it.
I mean, I really would love to send Art Gels family 1,000 pesos because I know they can always use it. But they've been very sweet and respectful. Haven't asked for anything. They know times have been tough over here, and she's just as cute as ever. They send me pictures of her every now and then, and mainly a lot of the money they've been needing is project money. So gonna Barry Horowitz myself 2 days now with $10 dono. Got to be a record. Oh, so underground, you are Jay Walker then? Yeah, apparently so.
Yeah, that's Jay Walker.
Okay, well, thank you, Jay. Well, way to go, Barry. You do realize that Billy Sellers donated 100. So
yeah, Billy Sellers who's on
disability. Yes,
$100
out of Billy Sellers. He also bought a nice belt.
Happy birthday, Billy!
Happy birthday! It's his birthday.
Happy birthday,
and Billy Sellers says that if he doesn't do it tonight, he's going to do it next week because Billy's birthday is tomorrow. So happy birthday, Billy Sellers! I think he's going to be 52 or 53. I think, and he wanted a replica belt for his birthday. So apparently his relatives are pooling up some money for him to pay for that belt that he's already ordered. And he loves replica belts. This will be his second one, I think. And he says, Kenny, when I get my birthday money, he says, I want to help these people out. I'm going to donate another 50. Now, whether that's coming this week or next, I don't know. But at least we know it's coming. So maybe it'll be something to the good for next week. And once again, a shout out to my sweet friend, Angie Spees, who's going through shit. I told her, I said, honey, I don't know how much money y'all got in the bank. I said, I know your husband was a very successful man. Pay somebody to do that shit. You're in your 60s. Your husband's in his 70s. Pay some. See, my husband stayed back in Louisville. He's waiting for us to get done. I said, well, that's a tough ass white guy right there. Let the wife go down and do it. Sounds very Republican to me, but apparently not. And let the wife do it. And she says, Kenny, there's nobody to hire. She says they've scared away all the migrants down here from coming forward and doing any work, to where before they'd line up out here for $50 to do shit nobody would do for $300, and to help clean property, get in, and just $50 to $100 would make their fucking day. She says there's nobody to hire, and everybody else is flooded out. Your neighbors can't come and help you because they're. I said, well, when you pitch it that way, I guess you do got to handle your own shit if there's no one else to do it. I thought there might be cleaning and restoration companies. She says they're fucking outrageous because they take advantage of everybody. The insurance companies take advantage of everybody. So it's so I feel bad for her. Kenny, it's not about the money. There's nobody to hire, especially if it's affordable. But shout out to Angie, because with her dealing with her own shit, she made sure that I had $50 to help me here with our shit. So that was very sweet of her to do that. And Jay Walker, he broke his arm, by the way, trying to pat himself on the back for those back-to-back $10 donations. I hope you recover from that. Billy Sellers with the big birthday coming up. Billy, are you going to be 52 or 53? Because age matters. Ask any Filipino. Jasmine down in the Philippines was out on the beach with her friends yesterday. Girl ought to consider being a model. She's about to turn 22 in December. That girl takes some beautiful pictures and smart as a fucking whip. She's got a great sense of humor. Her family is so sweet. I've chatted with her mom, her dad, and her little brother, who's shy, by the way, because he's Filipino. He's shy, so it's hard to get him to say much of anything. And her family has been so thankful because they really struggle. But trying to give her a better life, get her through college. Next June, she's officially going to be a school teacher, and which doesn't pay ungodly money, but it's better than making 6,000 pesos a month at 7-Eleven for 50 to 60 hours a week. I got Cheska's working 12-hour days to earn 100 pesos because some of these places get by with it in the provinces. The minimum wage is supposed to be 450 pesos a day, $9. Well, she don't get that. So, but we did recently help Cheska get to Manila to be with other family. I haven't heard from her yet. She might still be traveling. Some of these boat rides are 2 and 3 days long, but I told her to make sure to contact me when she gets to Manila, gets set up with her other family, and gets herself in college. So we're really rooting for little Cheska, and we did get her situation taken care of. So Billy will be 52 tomorrow. Well, thank you, Billy. Thank you for your pledge for the future. You'll have to. We was going to have Billy on the show one night to tell his story, because because Michigan Mike was in here trying to stir up trouble the other day, talking about who was going to send him a check for $50,000?
Gene Simmons,
or was it Roger Daltrey? I mean, who was going to do? I don't remember. It was Gene Simmons. Name all the members.
Okay.
Name all the members of KISS.
Gene Simmons,
Paul Stanley, Gene Simmons,
Ace Frehley, Paul Stanley,
Peter Criss. Peter Criss. That's your 4, right?
That's the 4.
Yeah, I knew the name.
Well, that's the original 4.
I couldn't sit here and say, there've been others.
Well, like Peter Criss got kicked out several times, and they've had guys
several times.
Yeah, it's been a messy. It's almost as bad as Van Halen.
There's some botanical offshoot band that just canceled their tour because the drummer and the guitar player, the guitar player and the lead singer, got into
Linkin Park, wasn't it?
No, it was Jane's Addiction.
Oh,
Jane's Addiction.
That's right.
They got into a fight on stage and canceled their tour. Well, one of the comedians was making fun. I think it was Jimmy Kimmel. He says, if every band that ever hated each other quit touring, here's the list of bands that would have ended their tours. And it went from the Rolling Stones to I think Linkin Park to all the famous bands. Van Halen. All the variations of Van Halen. It's basically, he named every major band ever that if Heat got into whether the tour went on or not. Jane's Addiction. Who in here can name a song that Jane's Addiction ever did? I got nothing.
All
right, we're 0 for 3 in the old man category, and Coltrane's the youngest, and he ain't got nothing.
I can't think of one.
My son is dramatically younger than all
Name
of us.
5 songs by KC and the Sunshine Band.
I'm your boogeyman. That's the way I like it. Get down tonight. Keep it coming, love. Keep it coming, love. That's the way I like Get Down Tonight. I'm your boogeyman, and I like to do it. I was trying to pick my favorite 5.
See, there you go.
Do you want to go party? Yes, I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready. Yeah, but that was KC. Who sang that song with KC? Yes, I'm ready. And Bob probably knows.
I don't. God,
you don't? It's some girl. That was very Republican-like. That was
some
very
lady.
Republican. Some lady. Some biatch. Oh, yeah. Jazzy Jana is stumped? Yes, I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready.
Link, I think that was her.
That was KC and the Sunshine Band singing with Terry DeSerio.
Terry DeSerio.
We were looking for Terry DeSerio. I can't believe
Marina Muldaur.
Who was the girl that really kicked ass that Rick James discovered? Of course, there was the Mary Jane girls.
Jesse's girl.
No, that was Rich Springfield. Pardon?
Tina Marie.
Tina Marie. There you go. Tina Marie.
Yeah.
That was a very good. That was a. I can list a bunch of songs, but Jane's Addiction isn't one of them. Yeah, I can name songs, but if it's attached to Jane's Addiction, who canceled their tour because of a little roughhousing on stage.
Matter of fact, I gotta look up to see if I even recognize a song.
I wonder if OVW.
I was just gonna do that. I'm gonna give you a set list of Jane's Addiction
songs. Okay, and see if I actually heard any of them.
Yeah, here we go.
I mean, maybe I have. I mean, maybe I just didn't link it to because that song by Chicago that I really liked from '79, which was what was the name of that one, Bob? We brought it up on the show recently. American something or another.
American.
1979. It was their biggest hit in '79.
American Idiot. No, that was Green Day.
That was Green Day.
American Woman.
No, that was somebody else.
The Guess Who.
The Guess Who. American Woman. Been caught.
All right, so here's the songs.
Todd Alexander, a known Trump supporter, comes in here with no badge, ruining our competition about Jane's. If I knew if anybody knew about Jane's Addiction, it would be Todd Alexander.
Badgeless. You know what? You should be timed out for that.
Well,
been caught stealing is the end. So
we could ask him to donate to help our families.
Yeah,
I mean,
this was the September 11th set list.
The 9/11.
Yeah, the show before they had an on-stage attack.
Okay.
Kettle Whistle.
Nope.
Whores.
Nope. Oh.
Pigs in Zen.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't No Right.
Ain't no riding now. That was
Ted just
we're on the move.
Summertime Rolls.
Ain't no stopping us now. That was ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. So who's got that one? Night Ranger.
That was McFadden and Whitehead.
McFadden and Whitehead. Yeah, I have to put that. That's you didn't come up with that on top of your head, did you?
I did, not off the top of my head.
You did not. I'm ashamed of myself. I should have known that one because I know these weird, the big hits, the one-hit wonders. I know most of those, but I had forgotten about McFadden and Whitehead. But that is correct.
Let's do the football picks, and maybe we can do a show Tuesday about one-hit wonders.
We can do that. Tuesday night will be one-hit wonder night. Are you going to watch Bad Blood tomorrow, Kenny? No, I am. I've been invited to my dear sponsor here, Bear Nose Pizza. They've invited us to eat in tomorrow. None of us, myself, Cam Moron, my son, and maybe one other guest, give a fuck enough about a 6 o'clock pay-per-view to, and plus Cameron cannot join us until 7:30, and we just don't give a fuck enough about the pay-per-view to watch it. So no, we're gonna have dinner at Bear Nose tomorrow night. My good friends at Bear Nose over by the airport. Those of you in Louisville know which Bear Nose I'm talking about, and we are having dinner over there. We're looking to go back to Carrabba's real soon. Popeyes probably next week. The Fish House, I'm hoping in the near future. Two Rivers, we look to make it there in 2 weeks. Main event, who the fuck knows? McDonald's, I meant to go today, but I took my diuretics and it's not wise for me to travel in a vehicle when you got to pee every 15 minutes. So I did not go to McDonald's today
15 feet in the bathroom
to get my 2 double Whopper combos with bacon, lettuce, tomato, and barbecue sauce with our good friends at McDonald's over at Taylorsville Road and Bardstown Road. Markel wrote me, says he was working for Wendy's, and I can't tell you what he told me about it. So he might.
I went to McDonald's today.
Did you
get the double Big Mac chicken sandwich?
Oh, did you? Was you going to get a double version?
No, whatever. I mean, it's a Big Mac.
Invited, the general manager of LaGrange invited me. We graduated high school together. And
yeah, the chicken sandwich is not available here yet. It's next week.
Oh, listen to this shit. Listen to this shit. What's available here now? My son told me it's available all over the fucking world. We're just now getting it. People all over the world have been getting the goddamn.
No, I actually went into the restaurant, asked them about it, and the manager said next week. I'm not gonna make me one now.
Apparently here in Louisville. Well, you could make it. Pardon me, Mr. Manager. I'm Bob Hazelwood, big star over on the Bolin Alley.
That's right.
You probably
KB,
know.
I'm one of the
KB. I'm one of the funky bunch. I'm one of them. Mr. Manager, I can solve this problem for you right here, right now. Do you have a Big Mac bun? Yes, sir, I do. Do you got lettuce? I do. Do you have the special sauce? I've got it. Do you have 2 chicken patties? Yeah. I do. You have it, sir.
I would like to order a Big Mac, substitute chicken patties for beef patties.
Oh, some dickhead on that post. Oh my God, that looks horrible. I can't believe people eat this shit. No wonder there's so many handicapped spots in our parking lots. And I lit that motherfucker up. That he's blaming the McDonald's chicken sandwich for fat people. Of all the fucking shit.
No spoilers now, Paul RJ.
Yeah, don't spoil anything, Paul. I know you paid your $10, but don't spoil anything. Don't steam me because I'm already steamed, as you can tell. But no, he had everything you needed. Oh, and the only reason I know about the double chicken sandwich is that I'm watching Seth Meyers, and Seth Meyers says, "Hey, look at this! The double chicken Big Mac's gonna be coming out real soon at a McDonald's near you." It has been said that the double chicken Big Mac has almost as much beef in it as the Big Mac. It was a slap. And then I look at my Facebook page, and one of my old high school friends. She's the general manager at the one in LaGrange, where I used to date Judy Coble out there and used to frequent it very often for lunch breaks when I worked at Kroger because they were just walking distance from Kroger. And they're selling them out there. I said, LaGrange has them? And it turns out Louisville has them too. And then my son said, Kenny, he didn't say Kenny, Dad, they've been available all over the world for quite some time. We are just now getting these fucking things. So, and in Dallas, Texas, who is far further behind the world than the rest of it,
just flowing.
I blame Governor Abbott for you guys not having.
We would have had them except Ken Paxton filed a lawsuit.
Ken Paxton filed a lawsuit against chicken sandwiches because of all the handicap spots that have been created around the world.
The beef farmers.
The beef farm. Yeah, you don't want to piss off the beef farmers.
Ask Oprah.
I wonder if you can get that. I wonder if you can get that chicken sandwich with egg, and let's really put chickens in a burden. Chicken sandwich with egg.
McChicken's a pretty good sandwich.
Yeah, McChicken's a good sandwich.
I'm
going to try one of the Chick Macs. I'm going to try. Oh, that's a good name, Chick Mac.
Chick Macs.
Yeah, I need a Chick Mac because I'm a chick magnet, so I would like a Chick Mac. Is what I'd like.
Yeah,
so, there we go.
There's
a candle go on with that.
Polarity's been reversed.
People sleep on McChicken sandwiches. That's got us through college. Oh my God.
Especially when they were $1, right?
I've never. Yeah, Bob sent me a graphic today of what the Big Mac was, and was it the 1980s?
Something like that.
Buck 21, something like that. How much is the Big Mac now?
Like $5.
I think it was higher than that. I think you showed me 6 something.
Let me see. Well, let me find the.
Find that graphic, and then we got picks to do. We need some more $10 donations.
1980, it was $1.21. Today, it's $5.31, and about 1/3 the size of the previous burger.
Oh yeah. Do you now? I have oftentimes at McDonald's I'm well connected with. I walk in and say I want the Big Mac, but I want it with quarter pounder patties, not those bullshit 1/8 pound patties y'all throw on there.
Right.
I want the quarter pound patties. And many of them will do it for me. There's a couple of them that wanted to charge me as well.
You know what I don't understand is they have the double quarter pounder. Why they don't just call it the half pounder is beyond me.
Well,
probably because that sounds too big.
The half pounder. But I was watching a commercial for Applebee's today, and they're begging you to come in and get their half pound burger for $10.88. You get a drink, fries, a Coke, and the chips.
Where's that?
Applebee's. They got some $10, $11 special for a half pound fucking burger.
Sonic was offering third pound burgers because they wanted to have it bigger than the quarter pound.
Yeah.
And people actually weren't buying them because they thought they were smaller.
Thought they were smaller.
Yeah, because we're idiots. Yeah.
There's the Big Mac from 1980.
God damn.
Probably an actual one made in 1980 still.
A lot of that is bun, though.
I was going to say, beef's not burger nor bun. That was a quote from Sylvester Turkey when he was doing Jack in the Box commercials. He played the nerd in the room, and in the commercial they go to him, he said, "Bun's not beef nor meat." So you got me there. So the one of today, throw that graphic back up if you would. The one of today, you can at least see the meat.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of bun over there on that other side.
In
1980 when I was buying those, but here's the thing.
It's the keto-friendly Big Mac.
I never paid $1.20 for those things in 1980. You know why? Because they were 99 cents in LaGrange, and more often than not, they had coupons right on the counter. You pick them up, put a pocket full of them in your pocket, because that's what you do with a pocket full. You put them in your pocket. You can get a pocket full of buy one, get one free coupons. You just go over, here you go, 2 Big Macs, 99 cents. And that's what we normally pay. So the national average very well may have been $1.20, but the 99-cent Big Mac was the thing in LaGrange, and that's what most of us at Kroger lived on. Is going over there handing our fucking
last release is October 10th.
So 50 cents a Mac. Now they want you to fucking get a job, a small bank loan to be able to get a Big Mac, or especially if you had 2 of them. Nobody would rather have.
Oh, you would not.
No, you're full of dog shit, Paul.
Motor oil sandwiches.
Same thing as Vegemite.
Now you see why you don't do the show. You talk that Aussie rules kickball over there that no one likes except your country because you're bored. And then the Vegemite sandwich is the joke of food worldwide. Anybody that wants to insult food will bring up a Vegemite sandwich.
Vegemite, right.
Even men at work make fun of and they're from Australia, and they make fun of the Vegemite sandwich because nobody likes those fucking things. And if you were ever to put a Big Mac in your mouth, it would be like if a Filipino girl kissed me as opposed to Bob Hazelwood. The flavor and the taste would be so dramatic, nobody would ever kiss Bob Hazelwood again because he's too serious. He's too dedicated to his craft.
They won't ask me any questions because
you're serious. You're an angry man.
I'm an angry man.
Yeah, you're an angry man. So
don't ask me their questions.
That's what.
Don't ever approach me.
Well, why don't you ask Bob for the money? He's got 10 times more money than I got. Well, Bob's too serious. Well, maybe I should be more serious.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't be such a jovial fat fuck. Maybe I should try that. All right.
All right. Let's pick some.
But that was the stupidest comment ever made in here. Yeah, that I'd rather have a Vegemite sandwich. People under deathbed.
That makes me
can have nothing or a Vegemite sandwich. Just let me die, please, Mr. Priest.
You can starve to death or have Vegemite.
No, it's all right. I'll take death. I'll take death and be happy with it. and Paul RJ, if you ever come in here and put the Vegemites and insult my good friends at McDonald's down at Taylorsville Road and Bardstown Road who sell the Big Mac and the big chicken, the Chick Mac. Don't you ever do that, because you're never going to see a Vegemite sandwich in a McDonald's, because you know why? They want to fucking stay in business. That's why.
They have a McVegemite.
McVegemite. Can you imagine how nasty that would be? And probably if you get one, you get a free ticket to an Australian rules rugby game.
Exactly.
If you buy
is it for a big empty spot?
If you buy the sandwich and eat it in front of us, we'll give you a free ride and a ticket for 4 of you to go to the ball game. The kickball game. The kickball game, yeah. So, Paul, are you glad you showed up and sent $10 now that you've humiliated yourself, made a fool out of yourself on national television with these some hundreds of thousands of people over on TikTok that are watching this show? Not so much here, but over on the talk of cock, we get a lot of viewers over there.
The talk
on the edited show. Never had a Big Mac in my life. Well, see, that makes you triple fucking stupid because you're trying to pass judgment on something that you've never had the pleasure of putting in your big fucking mouth. You're over there running your penis liquor to bitch about a Vegemite sandwich being better than a Big Mac, and you've never fucking put one in your mouth.
Yeah.
So, and I don't want to hear anybody insulting having oral sex if they've never fucking had it. Well, I don't think I like sucking penises. Boy, this is going to get us.
I'm just going to go turn off the monetization right now.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go turn
Well,
it
don't
off.
knock it unless you've tried it. Kenny, have you ever tried? Well, no, I haven't. That's why I'm not on here knocking it. I don't think I like it, but who knows? So until you shove a Big Mac down your throat and experience that pleasure, shut your fucking mouth. Don't you ever come in here putting over a Vegemite maggot sandwich up against the Big Mac, who's a sponsor on my show. Ain't nobody sponsoring Vegemite sandwiches on this show. I've never had one. And you're running your fucking mouth about it? You need to shut up, Paul RJ, because you pissed me off. I don't come on here and criticize things I've never had. I can't think of anything I ain't never had. I think I've tried everything. But if I'm going to criticize it, I will have put it in my mouth, all right? That's what I'll do. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You should leave the show. Send me $10 more, you asshole. Send me $10 more. I've never had a Big Mac, but they suck. Shut the fuck up, you Trumper. That's what a Trumper
short producer, about 1 hour and 15 minutes.
Oh.
Hit the 1:15 mark.
Jesus Christ. To get me that worked up, you know I got a bad heart. You know I've had sepsis. I've had a urinary tract infection. I'm lucky I didn't piss myself here when you said such a thing. I'm on diuretics today. I've never had a Big Mac. Then shut the fuck up. All right. Let's get back. You lasted
this long on diuretics?
Pardon?
You lasted this long on diuretics?
Well, I took them at 9 o'clock this morning and they wore
off. I was about to say.
At about 7. That's why I went.
Warrior.
Yeah, I am. Paul RJ. I've never had a Big Mac. What are you, some fucking health and nutritionalist expert, you fat Australian fuck? All right, I guess I got all my shit in. Mr. Short Editor. I want
to ask you, Jay,
have you ever tried the Big Mac over anyone's
dick or penis?
Well, wait a minute. Now, wait a minute.
Tried it,
Mr. Underground. That's telling me that you've tried dick and penis and like the Big Mac better.
Both of them.
Sponsors are going, God damn, Kenny, you're
really
really pushing this. But my sponsors did tell me, Kenny, you do make it plain that these are your opinions. Like when I told everybody, well, if you like the Wix pizza, it's good, $53.
We'll just go this way for a while.
But the Bear Nose pizza, that might be a good idea. But the Bear Nose pizza is $28. So if both pizzas are great, do you want to pay $53 or do you want to pay $28? And I just had a talk with Bear Nose yesterday about that. And he said, actually, I like that. And he said, it's just your opinion. And he says, personally, I don't like Wix. He says, but for those that do, okay, they're both good. Maybe you like one a little bit better than the other. Me and my son like Bear Nose better. But if someone brings me a $53 Wix, I'll fucking eat it because it's good. You know, I'll say that. But if I'm going to pay for it, well, you can go down here, just down the corner, and pay $53. Or I can go to Bear Nose, which is a few miles away, about 4 or 5 miles, over by the airport, and I can pay $28.99. So basically, it's the Suave commercial. Our pizza does what their pizza does for about half the price. There you go. Kenny tried New York Pizza Company on Frankfurt Avenue. Okay, that's the ghost there. Why have you got that picture trying to make me look like Yoko Bolin? Why do you still possess such a thing? Why would you be so insulting? You know how much weight I've lost. I lost 16 pounds today, by the way. That is how far behind on diuretics I was.
Faces on this.
Yeah. He just wanted to be seen with me in any way, shape, or form that he could.
In fact, I might. Let's see if I can get a big enough image of that. I might switch
New York Pizza Company on Frankfurt Avenue. Well, Frankfurt Avenue is not far from here. I don't know if my son has tried them or not. even people that have had New York style pizza that come here and try Bear Nose and or Wicks, they are amazed that such a thing exists. The Bear Nose and the because they if you like toppings, neither company will shy away on the toppings. And I'm having me one tomorrow at about 7:30 at night. Where'd Paul RJ go? Where'd that coward go? I bet he's hiding under some koala bear somewhere, some drop bear, and he tries to tell me drop bear.
Hiding under a koala bear.
Yeah, he's hiding under a koala bear. What he's doing? He's
at least being a kangaroo pouch,
hiding behind one.
And every one of those koala bears would gladly eat a Big Mac over a Vegemite sandwich. I promise you that.
Well, that I believe. Yeah.
All right. So there we go. All right. So you won't hear me knocking penises on here because I haven't tried one. So I'm not going to knock it. All right. I guess we can bring the sponsors back whenever you.
123.30.
There you go. That's the time of death right there. Just send this show off with a bang. All right. So
number one ranked Alabama.
What we're saying, folks, is that the Big Mac is about 75 times better than any Vegemite sandwich you'd ever put in your mouth. That's what we're saying. Shout out to Bear Nose, Carrabba's, Popeyes, Louisiana chicken. The Jazzy Jan in Louisiana loves it. Goddamn koala bear, you fucking right. I thought she said goddamn koala bear, but that's not like Jazzy Janet to speak in such language. No, she did. Goddamn koala bear. Paul RJ, you're a coward. Glad I got you fired up. Well, you did.
You want to join link, Paul RJ? I'll send you one.
Don't you ever fucking criticize the Big Mac again on this show. When you've never had one, when you haven't had the pleasure. But then again, Paul RJ's got a pacemaker. He's had about 9 bypasses, probably from eating those shitty Vegemite sandwiches is what hospitalized him. Had he eaten the Big Mac like me all of his life, look what vision of health he would be. He'd only get sepsis and urinary tract infection. But to McDonald's defense, I hadn't had a Big Mac in quite some time, so I can't blame them for hospitalizing.
Maybe that's what caused it.
I got to blame cottage cheese and bananas because that's what I have every day. My doctor said that's a good diet, so something fucked up.
Potassium too, though.
Good night, Kenny. Wait a minute, I cut that awesome promo on that low life scumbag Paul RJ, and now you leave. Okay, well, fuck. I guess the show's pretty boring. C.H. Calvin, hi. How you doing, C.H. Calvin? That's your phone. No badge, no donation. How'd you get in there? He's had that membership for 5 weeks. That's the limit we put on. Time to get a badge. Time to make a donation. See, hello, Calvin. There's your free.
All up in the camera, ain't he?
All right, he's all up in the camera. That's a little close. That's if I could give any advice, the further back your camera angle, the better. Advice I take. Advice I take.
You might want to take those little windows on the privacy cameras and shut it before you take your picture next time.
All right, we're just trying to help.
Just saying.
You think? Well, no, I think he's not guaranteed to be a troll. God damn, that looks like the last picture I saw of Cornette. Remember when I said Cornette looked like Frankenberry?
Yeah, maybe it is. Hi,
maybe
Jimmy.
Maybe that's Frankenberry's little brother.
Maybe that's Jimmy.
But what I'm saying is that the camera angle's a little close there, CH.
Just a touch.
Christopher Hines. I don't know what your name is. I got some kangaroo meat. You better not have any fucking kangaroo meat. Now you're making Choco upset. We don't eat kangaroo in his house. On a bun.
On a stick, maybe.
Maybe on the bobby. Maybe a little kangaroo on the bobby. Fucking weirdos. They better not be eating koala bears either. I'm gonna be hot about that too. I like koala bears. Good people. Good people. Baby. Don't eat Vegemite sandwiches either.
There's good koalas on both sides.
Yost, you better shut up. We're not promoting eating the kangaroos in here. They got pouches for crying out loud. They got their own luggage. And they hop.
Storage systems.
And they're basically giant mice. Just watch any Bugs Bunny or Daffy Duck cartoon. They're just giant mice. Leave them alone.
Oh yeah, and you can interchange them too.
Tom and Jerry.
Yeah. You can bring the little mouse out, and then bring the kangaroo out, and Daffy Duck will never fucking know the difference.
Just
same mouse. Yeah. All right, we got work to do. I died when you called Jimmy Frankenberry. Well, you've seen the picture. I mean, and a lot of people agreed. And now Bob hasn't made that graphic yet to let the people decide to where you post that picture of Jimmy and then a picture of Frankenberry and then let the people decide. I think that's only fair. I'm not being critical. I'm just pointing out the obvious.
People vote like before.
If I look like Frankenberry, I would expect. I mean, I get called the lunch lady all the time. Well, don't lunch ladies have a lot of various looks? I mean, how can I look like one lunch lady? Kenny, why are you?
I think somebody pointed that out.
Well, because the fucking pizza's free, you dumb fuck, and they're a sponsor on my show. Does that answer your fucking question, you blithering fucking Frankenstein-looking goddamn idiot? Does that answer your questions? I'm going to Barano's because you're a stupid fuck. It's free, and they're a sponsor on my show. And oh, by the way, they also donate money for me to send to the Philippines, you stupid fuck. So
Also,
I say good day, you dumb motherfucker, you Frankenberry looking fuck. Go blow Cornette and see how his dick tastes. You'll probably like it. All right, good day.
Comedy's hard.
Comedy's hard. And so's being a decent human being, which I have mastered, by the way. See, I had a lunch and I've only got a GED.
Hey, that's a good enough diploma.
Well, I have debated Harvard grads on this show and stomped their ass. So that piece of paper don't mean jack shit to me.
Not a damn thing. There's educated idiots everywhere.
And by the way, one of the smartest men I ever knew, one of the most brilliant men I ever knew, Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Oh,
No, Bob, stop it. It was Bobby the Brain Heenan with an 8th grade education, and he was very good at 8th grade because he said he did it 3 times. And he said, fucking let me get you back for a 3rd time. But I've sat in a room with Bobby Heenan for 3 days in a row, and he told my son, he said, the best advice I'm ever going to give you is know a little something about everything and make yourself appear to be the smartest man in the room. And my son says, but what when you really are the smartest man in the room? So, but Bobby is for 8th grade education. I'd stack him up in a debate. Fuck, bring your goddamn Harvard grad or your Yale grad or your Columbia or your NYU or whatever it is you got, because Heenan's going to eat you alive, or he would have. Heenan didn't graduate. No, he did not. See, you learn something every day.
Wrestling, are you?
Nope, 8th grade was as far as he got. Said he did it 3 times, and well, there you go. Man, y'all got some good shit for no fucking donations, you sons of biatches. Now I'm mad. Let's do some picks.
Let's do it.
Woo!
He did have one until he died.
Former ABC. He had an 8th grade education. Well, there you go. There you go.
I have an 8th grade education.
Now that
I went on and did more than that.
Peter Jennings is a brilliant man. Very, one of the better news anchors there's ever been, in my opinion. And I'm a big Lester Holt fan. Registered Republican, by the way, until Trump got in office. Played with Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'm so jealous of that. I've met Earth, Wind, and Fire, but never got to play in the band. All right. We've been going a while.
Yeah,
we've been going a while. It's time to pick some games.
Let's do it.
All right. Alabama, number 1.
We really could use, for those great promos you got, and I think Paul RJ, shut up, Bob. I think, no offense. No offense.
I get for saying anything.
And it's the way you cover your face and head and the facial expressions. Yeah, okay. That.
The subtitles that comes out of his face. You
realize my camera works over here and I can see that shit. So you can tell I'm feeling a little better. So Heart Delos is in here to see all this mayhem going on. And we did just recently get Ruby May some money to help her with her projects, get them some rice for the family. And we love our little Ruby May. She sent me a little dancing video. She is just the sweetest little kid that ever lived. Oh, I got to tell the story real quick. Please don't make this sound perverted, because it's probably going to sound that way. When I woke up a few minutes ago, and with Heart in here, I have to tell the story. I rarely ever dream of any of the Filipino people. I mean, maybe 2 or 3 times I'll have dreams where I have interactions with our Filipino people that we help. I've never had a dream. This was weird. I'm about to wake up here about 7 o'clock, and the last thing I was dreaming of, I'm in an apartment somewhere. Don't know where. It wasn't my house. Don't know where the fucking house was, but I'm in this house and I hear somebody coming up the steps. I'm in the back of the room. Let's say I'm over there on the sofa. And then the door opens. Who walks in? Ruby May. Looking maybe, I would say 18 or 19, but she looks that old now. But she looks about 3 years older than she looks now. She is wearing a very sparkly, if I can describe it, red shirt with a sparkly black shirt under it. with blue skin-tight sparkly shorts and pink high-heel boots. I can only assume, because the dream, after she walked in, I woke up pretty quickly because the dogs needed to go out. But she walks into the room like she belongs there, like she was expecting to see me there. Hi, Daddy. And she waves at me. And I'm going, Ruby. And her hair's up in a bun, but looked beautiful. I'm not normally a bun guy, but looked good on her. Had her little makeup on and her eyeliner and everything. And she looks like a majorette in a drum corps, or you know what how the majorettes dress. Only but it was a beautiful sparkly red jacket, sparkly black shirt underneath of it with collars, sparkly blue shorts, pink high heel boots that looked to have 3-inch heels on them if they had an inch. And she just walks in, just steals the room. Just was the most beautiful little thing that ever was. And I see her for 15 seconds, and then I wake up and I'm going, well, that was weird. Ruby May walks in, looked like she's in a marching band. And she's a dancer. I mean, she's their top dancer in her school. But so I guess you could be in a marching band and she would be the majorette dancing girl with the baton and everything out in front of it. But so I actually had a dream that Ruby May showed up in for about 15 seconds. And then I woke up. So, and she said, hi, Daddy. So, and that's what she's always called me, Daddy. Introverted, those girls call you Daddy. Yeah, it is, I guess. So, well, when their own dads don't do jack shit for them, and we do here, but none of them call me Grandpa. So I got that going for me. All right. I hope I have my. Oh, Hart Delos wanted to see if we could raise, and I forgot, honey. I'm sorry. Hart Delos is a professional manicurist, and that's how she earns her money. She needs to replace some damaged items of her manicure set. And I said, how much is it? We'll see what we can do. And I'm so sorry I forgot. It's roughly 800 to 900 pesos, about $18 to get her the equipment she needs to do her job. So during our picks, if we, I'd like to raise another $40, but even if we could raise just $20 to help her get her stuff, because we got the girls we got to take care of for school. I'd really love to help her get the manicuring stuff she needs. And it's not the end of the world. It's $18. And if we could get two of you to do $10, or if somebody out there has got the decency to help her do her job, and anytime we can help these people be somewhat self-sufficient, I think that's a good idea. So that's what we're looking to do for Hart. And I've got her programmed in my Pay Maya account. And also, if the Jazzy Janas, the Nasty Nicoles, anybody in America who can set up a Pay Maya account, it gives us an extra $50. You'll get 25. If you don't have the $20 to send them, I'll send it to you. So instead of 20, they get 45. Bob has done it. Coltrane's done it. Coltrane's wife has done it. Michigan Mike has done it. Edge Copeland has done it, and a couple of others. And it is a huge help, because every time you set up one of those accounts, it gives us $50, 25 for me, 25 for you, to send to the next Filipino family. If you ain't got the 20 to send them, I'll send it to you. Some of you turned me down. Coltrane took my money like a fucking bank robber in the bank. Coltrane's wife did not. She said, no, Kenny, you keep your money. Coltrane is now finding that out. He's probably filing for divorce right now. So that's my gravy train. And on top of that, Michigan Mike was on. He said, no, Kenny, keep your money. He didn't send 20, he sent 40. So the kid got $65. And then Edge Copeland says, I'll do better than that. And he says, keep your money, Kenny. And he sent 50. So the kid got $75. So or $70, excuse me. So that's a big help to those families. Now, Ghost hasn't done that for me yet. Ghost. Set up a Pay Maya account and let's help. And if you ain't got the fucking 20, I'll send it to you. And then the next Filipino we send money to will get 45. And then the next one I send money to will get 45. And it's a free $50. So Ghost, I'm counting on you. I want that done tonight, or I'm going to be mad, because you haven't brought me my fried bologna. And you haven't brought me my pork. I guess because I was in the hospital. But still, I want to go back to the hospital. Look at Mango. Mango's in here. How you doing, Mango?
Hello.
I believe it's Mango. And so there we go. So, and if Jazzy Jana can set up one, that'll be a big help. And Nicole, if she can set up one, that's 3 of you. If Schmidt gets off his fucking ass. And I don't know if the Tea Maker will do it or not. Tea Maker's a little picky about shit that he gets involved in like that. But if he does it, there's another fit. So we got money out there. And if you all know anybody like Coltrane, if you got any your co-hosts that'll do it, if they ain't got the 20, I'll send them the fucking 20 because we get another 50. I mean, I'll give them 20 to make 70. Fuck. So any of your co-hosts that can do it, Bob, if you had a friend, it'd be nice if you could get them to do that. Would your dad set up one for us? And you can use that to help Jelly Bean.
I'll have to talk to him and see.
We'll just punk him out,
or just
beat him
hack
up
into his account and do it.
Just beat him up. Take his debit card and say, "This is how shit's going down around here." Tough guy. I've seen him though. You might not be able to take him.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Better leave him alone. You don't want to get punked. He might just beat your ass on camera, and that'd be embarrassing.
He might just do it, for no reason.
Have you guys decided if you're going to the Philippines or not?
It won't be this year. It'll be
not this year.
March. Yeah.
All right, because I knew you were looking at October, and that is snuck upon.
It is like right now. Yeah.
So. It is kind of now. Well, I mean, you got 30,
got a whole month to go.
You got 25 more days if you want to get picky about it. All right, we have come up with every reason in the world not to do picks tonight, but we could really use another $20 to $40 in donations, however it would come. Some of you have already donated, but we could really use your help, and let's help Heart Delos get her manicuring set. I think that'd be a nice thing to do. So there we go. All right, here goes the pick. So please, I'm begging you. And if you ain't got the money, set up the Pay My account, and then that will help us too. And if you ain't got the money, I'll send you the 20. I mean, goddamn, it's a way to get $50 for these people, and it won't cost you a fucking penny if you don't have it. So, Chris, Pasta Tart, Jazzy Jana, if you'll do that for us. Even the Tea Maker, if you'll do that for us, it'll be a great big help. So, Tea Maker might not do it though, but he did donate $30.
He can't give away his
he can't give away his secret identity as Superman. We can't let that be getting out. All right, time to pick them.
The witness protection program.
Alabama. Who's going to be the 4 people to send $10 and help us get this done? Who's going to be the 4? Come on, don't be dicks.
Mango,
you see, I'm already Mango. You make a shitload of money. Send me some money, Mango.
More than Kenny does right now.
More than we making more than I make. Way to shame me, Bob, you bitch. Let's go ahead. Let's do this.
Number one ranked Alabama.
The truth hurts sometimes, man. The truth hurts.
It's killer.
Yeah.
Number one ranked Alabama. It goes to Vanderbilt, where they are a 23-point favorite.
Vanderbilt started out looking respectable. They got a big win, first game of the season. People thought Vanderbilt was back. Well, they're not. Bama easily covers the spread. Yep.
That's fine.
I'll also take Alabama.
Thought you might. Where's J9E? We just got her medical money and food money. J9E, Janine. Hi, Janine. Hope you're doing good. We never did kill Facebook tonight, did we?
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's a little late now. Just let them.
Plus, they're finally starting to talk to us. So.
And I typed at everyone, and I know that works because every time people I don't know type at everyone, I get a notification from people I don't know. I typed at everyone, and we still have next to nobody on Facebook watching the show,
and nobody donating. So,
and not a Facebooker fucking one donated. Exactly.
Number 2, Texas is off. Number 3, Ohio State hosts Iowa. Ohio State is an 18.5-point favorite
over the Hawkeyes. That is a top 25 matchup, right?
It is not.
It's not. Iowa's out of the top 25.
Yeah.
I got Ohio State covering.
What was the spread again?
18.5 on the ESPN.
Oh yeah, they'll cover that easy.
Yeah, I think so.
I believe Ohio State also will cover.
Now, Bob makes a lot of stupid picks that always pan out, so I'm waiting to see because I will call it out.
You want me to do them first?
And every time I tell him it's stupid, they win.
Number 4, Tennessee is at Arkansas. Arkansas is a 13.5-point underdog.
Tennessee easily covers.
Yeah, same.
It's hard to go against that logic.
Such a
compelling argument you've made there.
Yes, it is.
I will not go against that logic.
All right.
Number 5, Georgia.
You were thinking about it.
I was. Number 5, Georgia hosts Auburn. Georgia, a 22-point favorite.
Georgia.
I'm going to pick Auburn here. I'm going to go against the.
Georgia has not looked. Is it at Auburn?
It's at Georgia.
Georgia wins but doesn't cover.
Georgia wins and covers because they got everything to fucking prove. They look like dickheads against Bama, and Well, one of them did. One of them had a horrible first half, and one of them had a horrible second half. I said they should both be kicked out of the top 25.
Number 6, Oregon is playing Michigan State. Game already may be over for all I know, so I'm not going to have.
I know nothing about it, but I would pick Oregon to cover. But I have not seen a frame of the game. And if everybody's honest here and hadn't seen it, go ahead and pick it. But
I haven't seen it. I don't know what the odds were though.
Oh, okay.
They don't
I
show
think
them
Oregon was like 30 or something like that.
Whatever the odds. Oh, Oregon favored by 30. Damn, that's if it's at Michigan.
I don't know what they were. They don't show them after the
Not
game
at the
starts.
beginning of the game. It was just the last odds I saw.
Yeah. Well, we'll leave that one alone then. But I would think Oregon would win handily.
Penn State, number 7, host UCLA. I don't think I was going to say at, but they host UCLA. And Penn State is a 28.5-point favorite.
Over who?
UCLA, the University of California.
UCLA
State wins, but UCLA covers.
UCLA hasn't looked good. I got Penn State to cover on UCLA. I mean, that's a lot of points, but I think
season.
Is it at Happy Hand Job Valley? I mean, Happy Valley. Happy Ending Valley.
It's in Penn State. Penn State's at home. I don't know about any of the happy endings, but
yeah, nor would you.
I'm going to tell you that. Haven't
been that happy lately.
It's been a long time here.
In a drought, huh?
I don't know, TriStar. Maybe because you haven't got a badge and haven't donated. That might have something to do with it.
Yeah, that might be a lot of it.
Could be the reason.
Why ain't I on this show?
Maybe because you don't know good English. Could be part
of it. Who is
that? I have no idea.
Not to get banned, I'm pretty sure. Miami, number 8, at California.
They've had the membership for 5 weeks, haven't got the badge, haven't popped in here, haven't donated.
Yeah. So. Number 8, Miami is at California.
I don't know. Why ain't you on this show?
California is a 10-point underdog.
$50 donation does get you 15 minutes on the show, though. So you can remedy that right now and come on and do picks with us. But that ain't going to happen. So go ahead.
Miami covers.
Miami versus who?
California. 10 points.
The Cal Bears. The Cal Bears are ACC now. Have not been playing bad. And the spread's 10?
Yeah.
At Miami or at California?
At California.
Miami goes in there and just beats them like redheaded stepchildren. And if you've ever had a redheaded stepchildren, you know you beat them.
You beat them on purpose.
Yeah. Especially the one that
number 9, Missouri. At number 25, Texas A&M. Missouri is a 2.5-point.
Are they both ranked?
Yes.
Underdog?
Yeah, because Missouri lost a game they shouldn't have lost last week, right?
Missouri is 9, Texas A&M is 25. A&M is the 2.5-point favorite.
A&M
covers. Favorite by 2.5? I got Missouri beating A&M. Show your ass.
You know what? I think Missouri actually does win that game too. So.
Oh, Coltrane all by himself on this one. The gambling man.
Michigan, number
Coltrane,
10.
Kenny Rogers over there.
So number 10 ranked Michigan, a top 10 team, goes to an unranked Washington.
Yeah.
And Washington is a 1.5-point favorite.
Then I'm taking
Michigan
all fucking day long.
Yeah, Washington or Michigan.
Yeah, I don't think the Huskies are the Huskies of old.
No, they couldn't get it in on Washington State.
Michiganderings. USC number 11 at Minnesota. USC is an 8-point favorite.
Conference realignment is killing the sport. I'll give you that, but it'd be nice if you either got a badge.
USC covers.
I'm going to say Minnesota covers.
So we're begging for help for this girl to get her thing she needs to do her job. It's $18 fucking dollars, and not one person has made a donation to help this girl get her shit. Shame. All right, keep going. Oh, did I pick?
You didn't. USC at Minnesota. USC's an 8-point favorite.
USC covers.
Yeah, I think USC covers that. Even at Minnesota.
I've got Minnesota covering but losing. Ole Miss number 12 at South Carolina. Ole Miss is an 8.5-point favorite.
By the way, that was a stupid pick, Bob. That was a stupple pick.
I feel better.
Ole Miss covers.
He knows he's winning now.
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss versus who?
South Carolina. 8.5.
Yeah, I got Ole Miss covered.
Okay.
But they also lost one they weren't supposed to lose recently too, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
LSU is off this week. Notre Dame is off this week.
Damn.
Number 15, Clemson at Florida State.
Well, that's a hard one.
Has the team fallen any further than Florida State?
No.
Clemson is a 14.5-point favorite.
And I think SMU just recently beat Florida State too. Has Florida State won a game yet?
I don't know.
If they have, they've only won one.
Yeah.
But no, they get their ass handed to them.
All right.
I didn't even hear the spread. What's the spread?
14.5.
Yeah, Clemson covers.
Yep. Iowa State, number 16, goes to their home field where Baylor comes in.
Ooh, them Bears.
Yeah.
Them Bears.
Iowa State hosts Baylor. Iowa State is an 11-point favorite. Baylor, I think, in an upset. I'm going to pick them.
I think
Baylor covers, but Iowa State wins.
Yeah, I think Baylor will cover. I don't know if they will win, but I think Baylor will cover the spread. Yeah.
All right. Not Baylor.
And basically, that's all that has to happen. If
that's
you
right.
Pick them to cover. I mean, we don't even have to say who.
We aren't worried about those spreads, but I think there's a chance for an upset here. BYU, Utah, Oklahoma, and Kansas State all are off.
Oh, really? God damn, the entire Mormon community is off out there, huh?
Number 21,
Mormons are off this week.
Hosts number unranked Utah State. Boise State is a 27-point favorite.
My son ain't going to like this because Boise State's been playing some decent ball. Utah State has not. Utah State's my son's favorite college team. Has a T-shirt.
27.5?
No one else in here has a Utah State shirt. But I did see one of the WWE guys on TV the other day wearing a Utah shirt. One of the big stars was wearing a Utah shirt. Don't know why. Forgot who it was. It was one of the big stars.
Utah State covers.
What's that spread again?
27.
I'm going to take Utah State to cover.
I am going to take Boise State to obliterate
them. Well,
obliterate.
They're playing better ball, but they are in the bottom end of the top 25.
Louisville.
Oh shit.
Who dropped a zillion spaces after a
did not drop a zillion spaces. Quit shitting on the mighty Cardinals. Right. We played them guilty Catholics up there.
Yeah.
Where's that Anderson guy in here that can never pick a game right?
After the Pope intervened and cost Louisville the game.
Yeah, we played those dirty, filthy, stinking Catholics up there in their home stadium.
Now they host the Methodists.
Yeah, I tell you what, SMU is playing some good ball. And is it at SMU?
It's at home.
Is that Louisville?
State. Yeah.
It ain't going to be easy. What's the spread?
6.5.
Well, once again, my dumb ass is going to pick my heart over my head because I think SMU is not only maybe will scare Louisville, but might even beat them. But I'm going to pick Louisville, and hopefully because they did play Notre Dame real tough up there. They got way down, lost by one score. And I don't know if SMU is quite Notre Dame, but SMU is better than a lot of people think. Is SMU ranked yet?
No.
I tell you what, if they beat Louisville, they will be.
SMU covers
next week. I've got SMU winning.
All right.
All right.
That was a stupid pick.
Thank you. Indiana, number 23 at Northwestern.
Dude, that's going to backfire. That's going to backfire
one of these days. Yeah. Indiana is number 23 at Northwestern.
Indiana playing good ball.
13.5.
5-0. Who are they playing?
Northwestern.
Indiana covers.
Indiana covers.
I think Northwestern covers, but I believe Indiana wins.
Yeah.
Still. All right, that's it for the college games. The other college game is number 25.5.
Either call RJ is writing me or Jasmine is writing me. How's your day going? Well, I'm doing
Syracuse is a Friday night game. All right, Monday football, NFL. The New York Football Giants are not playing together. We have buys this week: Detroit, Tennessee, Philadelphia.
Yeah, this is bye time, isn't it?
All on bye. So
just spilled some.
Jets go into Minnesota. Minnesota is a 2.5-point favorite.
I got Minnesota.
Yep. Me too.
As much as I hate to do this because I hate the quarterback, I'm going to pick the Jets.
I hate him too.
Upset the Vikings because it's that kind of weird NFL year. Carolina goes to Chicago. Chicago is a 4-point favorite. I'm taking the Bears.
Broadcast Barkley, sorry I missed this. I'm up in Reno for the weekend for the Reno air races. What is that?
I'm leaving the show for a few minutes because of Broadcast Barkley going to Reno. So
yeah, he's going to Reno.
I'm gonna go throw up. I've got to go.
You're gonna throw up because he shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. Barkley's a cold-hearted motherfucker, man. I'm telling you. All right, I have begged 4 people to donate $10 to help that girl get the manicuring stuff she needs so she can do her business. And we can't get 4 people to donate $10. Not 4. TriStar, come on, man. Come on. No badge, no donation. No, you've been around for 5 weeks or longer.
Yeah,
come on, man.
Might as well do something.
And where's the other one that's always in here and never does anything? Ghost, you make a shitload of money. What are you gonna do? He's already donated $20 in 2 days. We got somebody else in here. Where's that other guy that's always got all the great ideas and never donates? I've been begging him to donate and he won't fucking do it. Where's he at? You know who you are. Yeah, here he is. All right, come on, man. Come on. You said if we ever needed we need some help. We got to help this girl keep her. Come on, can you do 20? And then we'll get 2 other. But come on, man. When's the last time you donated? Come on. Don't make me mad. Come on. Be a decent human. This girl needs some help. Come on. Somebody be decent. Well, nobody yet. All right. And if nothing else, set up those Pay My accounts. You can set up a Pay My account, Ghost Rider, or whatever the fuck you're going by. Set up a Pay My account. If you're so broke and penniless, you ain't got $20, I'll send you 20 and trust you.
If someone will donate 20, I'll donate the other 20.
Well, there we go. There we go. So there you go. There you go, Ghost Rider. You can turn your 20 into 40. And then if you set up a Pay My account, you can turn that into 90 by setting up a simple Pay My account. Come on, go do the right thing. TriStar, you can do the same thing.
For once in your life, TriStar.
Come on, TriStar.
Come through.
We shouldn't even be mentioning your name because you got no badge, no donation.
We're only mentioning it to shame you.
We're shaming you to see if there's any decency, to make sure you're not a Trump supporter, to make sure you're not a fucking Republican of some type.
Make sure you use your left hand.
Just my opinion. Just my opinion. I'm entitled to have my opinion. All right. So far, not jack shit. Come on, guys. Fuck. All right.
Carolina goes to Chicago. Chicago's a 4-point favorite, and I'm taking the Bears.
I'm taking the Bears. Yeah, I'm taking the Bears.
And Baltimore goes to Cincinnati.
Oh
yeah, I'll take Baltimore.
Baltimore's
and Cincinnati. Yeah, I tell you what, I'm waiting for the Bengals to bounce back somehow, some way, somehow.
One of these days they're going to explode.
The ghost says he's done something on Cash App. Bob,
he gave $19.
Grab your heart. Yeah, it was $19.95. Yeah, grab your heart. But the ghost has stepped up. Ghost, I love you, man. Not really. The ghost. Did I say that out loud? I think I did. The ghost has stepped up and done the $20.
All right.
On the Cash App app.
I will do it now. Okay. So Ghost.
Thank you, Ghost.
Now,
Ghost, if you Coltrane, you need
I think that's your mic, Jason.
Functional microphone over there. Coming like a it's bad. There we go. Ghost. Now, if you really want to help us, if you set up a Pay Maya account, we will let you be the one to send Ruby May's mother, Hart. We will let you be the one to send the money. I'll give you your $20 back, and then she will get $45. And that'll really set them up for rice and the materials she needs. So, Ghost, will you do that and just give me a yes or no? Because if you'll set up a Pay My account, you just pay it with your debit card, and you've already done your 20. I'll send it back to you, and then you be the one to pay her, and then I will get 25. And then the next family I help, like not Ruby May, but Honey Rose. We're going to send her money later today. We promised we'd get her taken care of by noon. We're going to send Jasmine the money she needs by noon. Well, it ain't gonna be noon because we're already there. So I guess it's going to be delayed till 1 or 2. But Ghost, if you will do that, Chris, If you'll do that, that'll really fucking help us. And I'll just send you your 20 back. So will you do it? Just give me a yes or no. And that will be and it only takes a few minutes to set it up. Bob's done it. Coltrane's done it. Michigan Mike, Coltrane's wife, Edge Copeland. And I think there's been a couple of others that have done it as well. And it is a huge help because just setting up that account gives us $50 to send these people. And then you get to prove you know where the money's going because you're the fucking one that sent it. You can't get more transparent than that. If I was trying to pocket all the money, no, send me the money. I'll take care of it. And then you'd never see fucking proof of it, which everybody knows is bullshit because I send everybody the receipts that wants them, that matters to the show. So, Ghost, I need a yes or no. Jazzy Jana, need a yes or a no. Pasta Tart, probably already gone to bed. Need a yes or no. She starts her new job, I think, Monday or Tuesday. And Bob says he's going to send 20 as well. And so that alone's a huge help. But those Pay Maya accounts, and I think it comes up Pangea when you actually
Yeah.
And then I have the code to use for us to get the extra $50. 25 will be on your end, 25 will be on my end. And it's a monster help, guys. Come on, Ghost. Come on. Give me a yes or a no. Because if you do that, now we're really cooking. And I'll just send you your $20 back. And then you make the payment. Send me a fucking receipt because he'll pocket the money. Schmidt will. You know, he's a dog. But maybe he's a good dog today. TriStar went awful silent when we started asking for some financial help.
Don't they all?
TriStar ain't so fucking mouthy now, is he? So there we go. He doesn't want to talk conference realignment. Oh, they want you to help people over here. God damn. Fuck that. All right. We got there is the donation from Schmidt. Thank you very much. Don't forget. Well, God damn it! How many times am I going to spill this fucking drink? Shit. That's twice.
Kenny,
that's twice.
Don't forget the Halloween Day show, which
I just saw that
talked about 25 times in the.
It's kind of going to be hard to forget, isn't it? Well, don't forget to send me the big donation y'all talk about sending me, and I won't forget to show up. How's that? All right. Back to the picks.
New England is at home. The Miami Football Dolphins.
Did we all take Baltimore?
We did.
Yep.
New England at Miami. They're trying to find somebody pathetic enough that we can beat.
Miami's a 1-point favorite.
Who?
Miami's a 1-point favorite.
Was Tennessee favored over Miami, or was Miami favored? Because Huntley's not a bad quarterback, but he's only been there 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And they did get a late touchdown, but God, Miami.
I'm taking.
I have that. I got New England.
Yeah,
I will not take Miami again until 2-5. Poor Tua.
Please tell me that was a stupid pick.
No, I'm not going to take that.
Cleveland at Washington. The Commanders playing very good. 3.5-point favorites, and I think Washington wins.
Who are the Commanders playing?
The Cleveland Browns.
I got Washington going in there and beating them. Washington, that quarterback is playing good ball, and if I'm not mistaken, isn't he an LSU grad? That Washington quarterback, I think he is.
I think you're probably right.
Yeah, because he's an LSU grad, and so is the Bengal quarterback. And Washington went into Cincinnati and beat them handily.
Yeah,
handily.
Indianapolis goes to Jacksonville. The Jaguars.
TriStar, your donation hasn't gone through yet. We're waiting on you, TriStar. Be a decent human. I love it when they ain't even got the balls to just say I'm broke or I'm penniless or
sorry. I'm already hung up.
They just become ballless little fucks. All right.
Yeah.
I don't like to comment on Kenny's show because he shames us for not helping people. Yep, that's what I do.
He's always asking for money.
He's always asking. I got an Uber delivery I might not be able to afford. All right.
Need an extra replica belt. Indianapolis.
He donated. The replica belt got donated. So, all right. What's the next pick?
Yeah, and Indianapolis goes to Jacksonville. Jacksonville is a 3-point favorite at home.
Indianapolis goes to Jacksonville. Boy, Jacksonville just finds a ways not to win games. So
I'm taking Indy on this one.
I'm taking Indy.
I'm also taking Indianapolis.
All right. Not a stupid pick.
Dang it.
This time.
Buffalo at Houston. Buffalo is a 1-point underdog. The Texans are favored at home by 1.
God, Buffalo has a lot to prove after getting their ass handed to them by the Louisville Lamar Jacksons. They got a lot to prove.
Yeah, I'm going to take Buffalo.
Houston has the ability to win that game. If it was Buffalo favored by 8 or more, I'd probably lean Houston's way. I'm going to pick Buffalo and pray to God Houston beats them. So
I'm going to pick Houston as much as I hate. Yeah, and I hate the Texans, but I'll take them this week.
You know what, Bob? That's a fucking stupid pick. So maybe I just got Houston over the edge.
Yeah. Las Vegas goes to Denver. The Broncos are 3-point favorites over the Raiders.
I think the Raiders pull it out.
The Raiders kind of suck.
They do.
There's been one of those seasons.
The Broncos are starting to play a little better. Ruby May. Ruby, honey, we're trying to help your mother get the things she needs to do her job.
Daddy.
Your little dance video was so cute. I dreamed about you, Ruby. I actually wrote you and told you about this and the outfit she had on. Is that real Rico or fake Rico?
No, I don't think so.
Goodbye, fake Rico.
That's
if you're the real Rico, hit me up on our social media.
Yeah.
Well, and he has said more than that.
You would think, because I haven't heard
didn't
from
say,
Rico.
"Hey, Dad."
Yeah, exactly.
I have not been. I haven't heard from Rico since I was in the hospital. I've heard from people that he's tried to reach out to me, but I don't have anything from him. And I haven't heard from him since I had a family member that was in the motorcycle accident. So he would just come in here and say Raiders.
Yeah.
No badge, no nothing. Yeah, that doesn't sound like him. Yeah. So, all right.
I'm taking Denver.
You taking Denver?
Yep.
Who's Denver's quarterback? I think he's a pretty good quarterback, isn't he?
Pito Maccarelli. It's some unknown guy.
He's an unknown guy.
Denver Broncos.
And who's the Raiders quarterback?
The Denver Broncos starting quarterback is a young man named Bo Nix.
Oh, that's the Florida grad. You know what? I'm gonna take Denver. Bo Nix has been playing some better ball. He's the Florida guy. Played for the Gators. So yeah, I'm gonna take quarterback in this one. I'm gonna take Denver.
The Raiders are quarterbacked by Gardner Minshew.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, Arizona goes to San Francisco, where the 49ers are a 7.5-point favorite.
Arizona has just been a disappointment every time I try to get in their corner. Every time I try to decide. Yeah, I got but Frisco got beat recently too, didn't they?
Not by the Cardinals.
No, not by the Cardinals. Well, no, they're playing them this week, but didn't.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, the Rams.
Not by the. Well, I mean that's a good point you make. Not by the Cardinals. Yeah, I think San Francisco easily handles that. Yeah.
Green Bay goes to. I'm taking San Francisco.
Ruby May actually called me daddy in the dream and heard it. So the dream must have been real because she called me daddy here too.
She called us all daddies.
Going to be 15 November 29th. Eunice will be 18 November 29th. She says she's so excited to turn 18. And Chenny will be 20 or 21 on November 29th. Jerry Lawler will be 75. Dutch Mantel will be 106. And JBL, I think, is in his mid-50s. I mean, somebody can verify. I think Dutch actually turned 75. Lawler turned 75. And JBL, I think, is closing in on his mid-50s, I think. Maybe a little older. Whoever wants to verify that. So we got 6 birthdays on November 29th.
John Layfield is 57 right
57. Now. Okay, so late 50s then. And then Jasmine, our sweet new friend, her birthday is December 16th. She's the one where I'm going to do a special show to help her become a school teacher. She says that laptops are running between 20,000 and 30,000 pesos for anything decent. It's a big hit. There's no doubt. But if we get several Pay Maya accounts set up, we could pay Maya that thing to death and get her the laptop sometime in the month of December. We could spend a couple of weeks trying to raise. I told her to shop for something 20,000 peso range. 30,000's pushing it a little bit. I think that turned out to be $550 or something like that. I told her let's let's look for something in the 20,000 peso range. And that might be in the $350 range and give us a much better shot to make that. But if we pay Maya it to death, like if you can get some of your co-hosts to help or just anybody and they only got to do the transaction one time. If they ain't got the money, we'll send them the 20 to get the 50. And 50, fuck. If we got 6 people to set up that account, that'll basically pay for the goddamn laptop. And then the $20 each on top of it. And then I'm getting 25. I can send them too. So that's how I'm counting the 50. But if we got 7 people to set up a Pay Maya account, that will buy the kid the laptop to finish up her college and to get her started with her first year of being a school teacher and give her a career and a tool to work with, because she's going to need that laptop in order to do it. So, and then that way it won't cost much money. My girl's birthday. Oh, really? Is your girl's birthday the 29th? Paul, I didn't know that. I'm sorry about what I said about the Vegemite sandwich. See, I'm a decent human. But fuck you on eating a goddamn kangaroo burger. I'm sticking to that. All right. So hi, Ruby May. You look good as a majorette. I'm assuming you were a majorette. Sparkling red, black, sparkling blue with pink high heel boots. I thought they should have been white, but in the dream they were pink. But she looked cute. She looked cute as hell. And so happy birthday, Ruby May. Goddamn, we ain't got much longer. What? Under 2 months now for both, all of them, all 6 of them. And I need to. Can you clip that response, Bob? I think. The guy that was doing it for us, we haven't heard from in a while. So that would actually, if Coltrane, do you have the ability to do that?
I believe I do. I hit the
you do or you don't?
I think I do.
You think you do? I mean, yeah, because if either of y'all can do that for Paul, I'm sure he'd love it. Or Paul, you can just clip it yourself. You got talent. You got my permission to clip it if you'd like. What was the time cue you gave on that, Bob?
It was like 209.
Which tells you Paul RJ's a sadist, because who would ever want to hear that promo again?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's like 1:15.
Okay, so around the 1 hour 15-minute mark. Okay,
all right. Wonder if we can, yeah.
That
might be the only problem with these new things. Like they cut us off at 2 hours. So
good.
That might be a good thing.
I ain't good about that.
Yeah,
that's fine with me.
Green Bay at Los Angeles. The Packers are
Chris,
a 3-point
Smith
favorite.
was the last donation, by the way.
Yeah,
Green Bay where?
At the Rams. So a road game for Los Angeles.
Yeah, they all are. They play 18 road games.
I'm still going to pick LA.
I'll certainly be rooting for LA. That's for goddamn sure. I get burned every time I pick the Rams, but I'll try it again.
All right, I'll take the Packers.
What's the
New York Football Giants at Seattle?
What was the spread on that Ram game again?
3.
Yeah, I'll take the Rams.
All right, the Giants at Seattle. Seattle by 7.
Giants are playing better. Still losing some of those games. Playing better, but I got Seattle.
I take Seattle. Dallas at Pittsburgh. The Steelers are a 2-point favorite,
and I'll go with that.
Dallas is a 2-point favorite over Pittsburgh.
No,
well, Bob, I'm going to be rooting for you. I'm going to be rooting for you assholes for a change. Got anything? You're gonna help me out? You're gonna help beat the Steelers, get the Bengals back in the thick of this shit, which they're probably gonna lose.
Yes, I'm absolutely gonna help you. Now I'm picking Pittsburgh.
You picking Pittsburgh?
So
you ain't picking Pittsburgh.
I'm picking Pittsburgh.
You are not.
I got Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that'd be like a Karen McDonald picking who the Padres getting ready to play. Oh, Karen McDonald has made a challenge. He wrote me. And who the Padres getting ready to play? Somebody's going to be the Dodgers. He says if the Padres beat the Dodgers, you have to give me a 5-minute phone call. But if the Dodgers beat the Padres, I'll send you a box of candy bars. Yeah, so I'm going to take that bet. I've got the Dodgers beating the Padres.
Payday.
And then I'll pick out my candy bar when it's time.
Nutter Butters.
You know what? He sent me Nutter Butters before, and they're pretty good. I like I can eat a Nutter Butter. It's those Baby Ruths I have a little trouble with these days.
Oh, those are gooey.
The gooey's not the problem. It's those fucking peanuts.
Oh,
I can eat anything I want except fucking peanuts. I got 48 bags of peanuts sitting over there, and the squirrels inherited them. I gave my son 10 packs of them.
They get to digging in your gums and shit.
Well, you just can't chew them. I got 4 teeth, and I can eat corn chips all fucking day long. I cannot eat a peanut. And if I was going to blow my money, I'd blow it on macadamia nuts whenever I get dentures that work. So, all right.
Dallas or Pittsburgh?
Did TriStar die of a heart attack when we asked him for money? I think he just dropped dead.
Could be Dallas or Pittsburgh.
I'm going to take Dallas. I think Dallas will get them.
All right.
They have to. I mean, goddamn, what is wrong? What's wrong with the Cowboys, Bob? You're down there. You get all the local news.
Defense, a little bit of injuries. They're not playing well. Defense
There you go.
Defense cannot stop the run. That's a big
Can't stop the run. Okay, yeah. All right. And the Steelers quarterback ain't doing too bad of a job. You know, I forgot who he is, but he's been doing a good job.
Yeah.
And at home, it ain't gonna. If Pittsburgh's at home, it ain't gonna be easy. But the Cowboys got to rise up, man. They got to.
Snoop Dogg has been promoting it all the time. That's all I've seen.
Good old the dog.
Yeah.
Well, if Snoop is maybe my girlfriend will show up. The boss.
The Jazzy Jana New Orleans Xanas.
They burned me. They burned me last week. I'm not happy with those assholes.
They go to Kansas City.
Oh shit!
Where the Patrick Mahomes.
Well, as they said on the Pat McAfee show today, the referees are in on it. The referees want the Chiefs to win, just like the United States government wants the Democrats to win. They're rigging the election so Trump can't win. Right. The convicted rapist. So I think the referees will find a way for Kansas City to win that game.
I was going to go with KC anyway.
Will they cover the 5.5?
Oh, I guess that was the real. I guess that was the real Rico. I'm going to put him live on the show.
Really?
So I guess that was the real Rico on the show.
It is the real Rico. Will you answer me?
Well, I just did. You're on the show. I just answered. But no, we haven't heard from you forever, and we never dreamed that you would just drop in and say Raiders and not say anything.
Well.
So we thought it was a fake Rico, but you're live on the show, so be careful of any names you call me.
Yeah. Okay, Dad.
Well, see that then we would have known it was you. If you'd have said, "Dad, I picked the Raiders," and you just timed him out, right, Bob?
I blocked him, but I'll fix it.
You blocked him. Yeah, Bob thought that it was a fake because we haven't heard from you in quite some time, and we thought you'd have said more than Raiders. But go ahead.
A lot going on. You just happen to say Raiders.
well, apparently. No, we've had a shitload happen over here, and they said you've tried to reach out to me, but I didn't have anything from you.
No, I told Bob, please tell him to call me because I've been.
Well, I have a phone. You could have called me.
This Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, we can argue about that if you like.
What's been happening, but it's been.
Yeah. Because one of our mutual friends said that she hadn't heard from him forever either. So I just figured you had some serious shit going on. I didn't want to bother you.
We've got all our picks in. Let's go ahead and end the show, and then we can talk off the air.
We got all the picks in?
Yep.
All right, we're going to end the show, Rico. If you like say hey to the fans, say hey. Because, we've been wondering what's been up because we hadn't heard from you in such a long time. So we're going to end the show, and it'll be a private conversation with me, you, and Coltrane. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for everybody that donated, for everybody that didn't bite me. And, because we need to help these fucking people. And somebody come out here and get all this fucking attention. And then TriStar didn't even have the courage to say he wasn't going to donate. No badge, no donation. So fuck TriStar.
So we'll be back on Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll be back on Tuesday. We say